was buy this, get 200 extra bits for free.
So essentially you bought 700 bits.
25,000 bits. You know, $250, but they're charging 308. That's how they get you.
Mm-hmm. And now I have to go through the process of removing Savannah.
No, see not running.
He's not coming
Nope.
back.
It's a
He's
good
dead,
thing I
Jim.
didn't add him to my pack.
Yeah, you would have had a quitter in your pack. I mean, it's looking bad. We have DCL gone and probably never fucking come out, let's face it. He keeps saying he wants to and intends to, but it's never fucking happening.
Yeah, that was 3 months ago.
Yeah, exactly. We'll have Rem in once the Strict search is resolved and after... post Rose Quest, I think. No, well, it's never happening.
What? Me and Merzendi were talking the other day, and you know DCL's new profile picture?
Yes.
Yeah, he had it zoomed out a little bit, and then he zoomed it in, and we were saying what should happen is every week you should zoom it in a little bit more and a little bit more until by the end it's just the eyeball and the pupil is just what's his name? Merzendi, what's his name?
Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage, yeah.
Is that why you asked me for the Nicolas Cage face?
Maybe.
That might have been where it came up, yes.
DCL,
Yo, DCL.
we need you.
Well, you know how you had your profile picture a little bit zoomed out?
Yeah.
And then you zoomed it in? Me and Merzendi were talking the other day, and we said that it should just keep zooming in week by week, and then by the end, it's just the eyeball, but the pupil is Nicolas Cage.
I might actually do that. Because this is already a meme picture. Anyways, who left?
Whatever. Con.
Yep, whatever, Kun is quit, so...
Did life happen?
Yeah.
That's presumably why.
That is what I was informed.
I need to talk to him. I haven't talked to him about life stuff recently.
Yeah.
So I don't know if everything's going well for him.
But yes, right now, yeah, DCL, I'm down to 3 players. I mean, Rem is able to join, like, after the Strix and then after Rose Quest. Because time will probably shift gradually forwards towards the top of, like, New Year. So the Elder, the Prince of the City, can awake.
Welp. I am pretty much never going to do this unless I'm just literally forced into it. So even though I don't have a character sheet to in, I'm just going to sit here.
Alright, great.
And you'll force something on me either way.
Just have him play Catherine Bowman, who just kicks open a door.
Yeah,
I'm here.
Catherine Bowman has been surprisingly useful. I say surprisingly, there's nothing surprising about it. She walks in with, like, what was it, an automatic rifle or some shit and just unloaded on fuckers with incendiary rounds.
Jesus,
So in
yes.
today's session, DCL making a character.
You gave her an LMG and a combat shotgun, but the time that she came, she had the LMG.
That was right, yeah.
60, 10, 9 again, damage 2, initiative 11.
Yep, you just stand there and fucking Rambo murder everyone.
Yep. She helped kill whatever Kun.
She did help kill whatever Kun's first character.
Question, did he deserve it? Because I'm pretty sure he did.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, he immediately betrayed the party to an incredibly... He betrayed the incredibly powerful person who had been put in the party's protection, that everyone shared the oath of protection in, making the rest of the party also culpable for this betrayal.
He literally signed a magical contract saying he wouldn't betray anyone, and not even an hour later, he drove across town and then betrayed us.
While we were watching the Storks movie.
Yeah, with the... Yeah.
Wait, is watching the Storks movie in character or
In character.
In character.
Even better.
Yeah, because the Countess was like 11 years old when she was embraced and somehow managed to survive the First Estate's purging of all child vampires.
That's because
That's
she
kind
was
of adorable.
heckin' ultra powerful and destroyed all the Carthians, but didn't become a prince for basically that reason.
Yeah,
That
a
sounds-
little.
There was a
A
bit of
little
purging.
gangrel too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's a
if
little
you-
gangrel, so it has kitty ears.
Yeah,
That sounds amazingly fucking adorable, and I wish I would have been around to say hello.
It is super weeb.
It's super weeb, but it also sounds adorable.
Yep, she's
Yeah.
great.
She into anime.
and well, possibly.
I don't think she
And
knows
then
about anime.
She doesn't know what an anime is
literally-
yet,
And then she literally ripped off whatever Kun's character's arms.
and killed him with them. Yes,
Yeah.
And beat him to death with them.
with his
Yeah.
own arms. Yeah.
What did I miss?
I mean, she's heckin' strong, but because she was in torpor for so long, her blood, which was what was used to betray her, isn't actually got any potency. She just gets to keep all of her dots and like being jacked up and strong, except her blood is like, you know, weak piss baby young vampire strength.
I feel like I really want to RP a very angry and or salty character, but because I have too many, because I have too many sweet and naive characters going on right now.
I don't know. I mean, you still have like Saltmaster Kitty and Showenday.
Yeah, but even he's not even Salt Master anymore. Sif has worked on him too much.
It's true. Sif has tried to break him down and indoctrinate him into Church of the Good Boy.
It's not even salty anymore.
Yep.
I mean, you don't even have to play like a vampire if you don't want right now. I mean, Third's playing a werewolf.
Mm-hmm.
I have
Woof,
missed
woof,
a lot.
motherfucker.
Yep. Third's
We've
character
got-
Rose is currently hiding from. Well, she was told to get the shit out of the city, and she was being stalked by Strix, so she was like, "Fuck yeah, I'm out of here."
Yeah, your character showed up with that fucking owl, and she was weirded out. And then she talked to the rest of the party, who's like, "Yeah, there are these horrible murder owls in town, and they totally just killed your last character. Get the fuck out of town." So Rose is like,
Yeah, an evil shadow,
fucking
an evil owl killed Zaire, and then when Rose was being
Yeah.
told that, she leans over to like a ghost who's eating pretend cereal on her sofa and goes, "Can you just go look outside?" And the kid walks outside and walks back into the door again. There are like hella tons of ghosts out there. And she's like, "Okay, cool, bye," and just
Rose
left.
made the right decision.
The party didn't tell her to run. She got
Yes,
No,
she
no,
did.
she was told to run.
private message, not in like the group message. So Claire didn't know that
Yeah.
she's running, so has now sent a bunch of ghouls and contacts to go try to find her.
Yep. And then at some point, Third's gonna run Rose Quest, which is Rose's Midtown adventure.
finding out where Rose has been hiding out.
Yeah,
And
it
Third's gonna
gives me an
run-
opportunity to play.
Yep, Third's gonna run. That means Scout can play. Yay!
Which means you can't cancel.
It's also true. Magical, I know. So yeah, I mean, that's like the briefest version of things that you might have missed in the meantime, DCL. There's plenty fucking more. There are like dope-ass ghouls. The Countess, aka the little child, has like a little legion of doom, essentially.
My werewolf can transform into a dude.
Yep, her werewolf is trans, whatever the fuck she wants to be.
Who knows what her original form is?
Yeah. Well, whatever Kun was playing, he played as a vampire who had refurbished, like, camera drones, but then he stuffed incendiary grenades inside one of them and blew it up and killed an elder. Well, sorry, not an elder, an elder's underling. Just fucking exploded a big drone full of flaming chemicals inside a small room.
Detonated a drone full of flaming hot Cheetos.
Yep, absolutely. Took them all down to Browntown. And now they're actually technically avenging Zaire as we speak. They're assaulting what should be the nest of the Strix.
Yeah.
And with that sort of recap-a-majig done, I believe it's time we jump to everyone's aspirations for this session. Yay, I
I'm
remembered.
so glad you have that note now.
Yeah, it's just up there in the top right corner. I can't miss aspirations. I scrolled to it. It said aspirations, you twat. I clicked it just to look at it in bigger, bolder text, just to really make sure it's sinking in. Do this fucking thing. Okay. Oh, I gotta wipe whatever could off of this as well. I'll keep his info in there for posterity's sake, but he's not going to finish connecting with Kara and becoming friends, setting up a surveillance network, or being successful and useful in the hunt. He had, like, plus dots in those as well. Oh well.
Had to BRB because roommate was talking about potential new roommate.
Ah. So then you missed the rest of shit that you missed. By not saying be right back before we got up.
I did say BR back. You talked over me.
Then I apologize. Let's see here. Alright, so, Lily, your aspirations. We have deal with the owl situation, which has 2 pluses in it now. Eliminate those using werewolf blood, that's got a plus. And form a pack. Is there anything you would like to change?
Fuck, form a pack, especially with whatever.
Yes,
God.
there is no one to form a pack with. Okay.
Besides NPCs.
Yep.
So be right back a second.
Yep. Alright, have you thought of what you would like your new aspiration to be then?
Go to somebody else.
Okay.
I'll get back to you.
Maz, you got find a priest for St. Mary's Church, befriend them, it's got a plus, wipe San Pasado free of the Strix, double plus, and survive the revelation of your new nature to the werewolves, that's got a plus in it. Is there anything you would like to change?
Nope.
Cool. Stray, we have find a skilled human to ghoul, discover forgotten lore of the Bakra for Aurora, and one empty aspiration. Is there anything you would like to change, and what would you like your third aspiration to be?
I actually wrote something down. Could it might be a dick, provided it's not too much of a dick move. Can I do purge the Strix? I mean, they're right there, guaranteed to get.
This would be the time to do it. I mean, like, it's not a dick move. You don't get the opportunity to collect lots of plus beats in it like the others did. You'll probably just end up scoring it tonight, and that's it.
Hey, I scored a big one.
Yeah, I know you did. Yeah. I was gonna say, like, it's not being a dick move to, like, at the final juncture take it on as a loose aspiration because you know you can score it. It's like, it's also not a dick move because everyone who got it earlier gets more experience for it. It's how it balances it out, in fact. So yeah, Purge the Strix is now your third one. And Lily, have you thought of your third aspiration? Well, yes, third aspiration.
Sleep for an entire day. Just so tired.
Sleep
Can't use
for
relatable
an
millennial
entire
goals.
day. Alright. It's in there as an aspiration. Alright then. Yes, if you live, you are set for a shit ton of beats.
Hmm?
If Tim survives. Set for many beats. There is a plus, and a plus.
And I'm not even assuming I'm gonna get the priest one tonight. That's just the first plus B double plus and the session bait.
Yep. Once you're looking at
Huh.
yeah, a whole lot.
Totems have aspirations.
Your totem has aspiration? Oh, would you like me to record some totem aspirations?
I just, I don't know what it would be. Honestly, the totem would be to, obviously, to hunt down the Strix, but
I'll let you
already
start
mine.
scoring those in because you can't really score pack beats anymore now. You have no pack to do it with. I was letting you and whatever can share those, but there is no other walk. So yes, alright, totem aspirations. How many are they allowed?
1.
Okay. Would you like your totem's aspiration to be kill the owls?
Yeah, that's what it would be. It also has a ban.
What would that mean?
So, 185.
I should always just preemptively have all the World of Darkness books open because it's impossible to remember fucking anything.
Bans.
Oh, I looked up page 4085 instead of 185.
Oh.
Interesting.
I think right now my totem's just a rank 1 spirit. I don't have many points in it.
Rank 1 spirits, common substances, phenomena as banes.
That's Bane's bands. Spirits have mild bands that are easily triggered, but
Oh.
don't endanger the spirit. A spirit of bliss can't resist an offering of opiates.
Oh, I see. So yours is a spirit of hunting, I believe?
Yeah.
So can't resist the hunt. I mean, it can't resist any like easy, quick prey. Can't resist mice, delicious mice.
Can't resist a prey that runs.
Okay, that seems
That's
perfectly.
why a lot of predators work.
That sounds good to me. All right. Yes, your totem has the aspiration: kill the owls. All right. And with that,
Was
then.
Zaire ever avenged?
I was saying actually before you'd gotten up, this right now is going to be Zaire's final revenge. They are, right as the second is midway through an assault on the Strix's main nest.
Two.
Then Zaire just walks up when we're done, being like, "Hey guys, I was actually just in torpor."
Now you see a ragged, shadowy skeleton, obviously. Nah, I was really tempted for him to come. I was really tempted for him to come back, but the cleaners, you told them about it the same day, so they went to go get him. So yeah. When last we left off, you made quick work of the pack of like corpsey shadow wolves, who made a reappearance in D&D 5e, actually just earlier on, because they're a fun concept. And then one ran away, and Kara currently has a shit ton of buffs on her right now, but also the effect wherein she physically cannot leave this thing alive, and it ran into a building.
I'm chasing afterwards. And I will be closing all the doors except for the ones that lead to me.
Not be holding the door.
Okay. Well, currently it is inside. You have no idea what it looks like in there. You saw the entrance. Yep, it made an entrance through a... Let's see here. It looks like a smashed air vent. Up in the top up here.
Yeah, I think you had just ended that by just popping out and like really far away, so you're no longer frenzied.
Okay.
That's right. Yes, you shadow doored like towards a phone booth, away from the fire, and then went, "Oh, phone booth," and then obviously turned into a superhero, and able to shadow door back in again. As of right now, there's no initiative being tracked. You guys are outside the building, and there are no enemies in sight. The Countess is approaching after Kara, although she's doing so like she can't go through that thing square because it was set on fire. So she's a little bit worried about, being set on fire. Such is life in a zone. So what do you do?
Follow it.
I'm doing a thing. And boop, 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 boop.
All right.
Boop, boop. Hi, Countess. Boop, boop.
How did you get in this grate? Sorry, it is not big enough for you.
What?
Kara.
Is there not a door?
No.
I thought there was a door there.
No, the door is located over here.
Oh. Well, then I'm going this way.
Well, what are the black ones then?
Pardon, sorry?
I thought the little black things were doors.
No, there's just the layout of hallways in there.
Those are the external walls. Red indicates internal ones.
Yep.
Oh my god, the Countess is an anime.
Is it small enough for a wolf?
It is an air vent. Tell you what, give me a chance die. It might be something you can squeeze through.
It was small enough for a shadow wolf.
Yeah, but no, this wasn't a shadow wolf. This was literally a Strix that got scared out of the corpse it was inhabiting. it's a shadow. It leaked through it, all monster anime style.
Chance die, you said?
Yeah.
Is that D10?
Yep. No, you're not. You're pretty sure. I mean, you could probably get in, but you'd have to actually physically bust this bitch open.
How about a window?
There are no windows were all totally fucking boarded up and sealed over.
Oh, is this an abandoned apartment?
Yeah. I'll
Yeah.
reiterate the surroundings. You've got
Right.
a bunch of very shitty looking buildings, and some across the street where you had previously Joseph Hanna sniping into the window, but now what
Just
experience?
bust through one of the windows then.
I just said there are no windows. Everything is boarded
You
and
said they're
blocked.
boarded up, but that means we can bust through them.
I'm pretty sure I also used the word brick, but if you would like
You
to.
said boarded.
Okay, alright, I'll give you that. There are boards.
You might have said brick, I didn't hear it.
Mm,
I heard
That-
boarded up, but
I heard boarded up as well.
wait, no, not there. Would it be? No. There would actually be two small shit ones here and here. 1, 2, 1, 2. There. There. The typing.
I will bust through this door.
In nearby buildings. All right, you are across the street. There has been a gunfight. Give me a chance die as well, Maz.
tell me if I should stop moving.
I got lost.
Yeah, stop.
There you go.
Okay, so chance die.
Yep. There are living kind. However, they're all like literally hiding for their lives. Please stop rotating. If you want to get at those kind, it's going to take a little bit of doing. You're going to have to bust open some doors, smash open some windows, and probably get shot at because you're in a shitty part of town.
Smash open windows.
Okay, you're still probably going to get shot at a bunch by like random people in their homes. If you think anyone around here doesn't own a gun and didn't immediately go for it at the sound of like automatic weapons fire, then you're insane.
That is a word that has been used to describe anything.
This is true.
But the alternative is attempting to fight a Strix and possibly a werewolf with 2 vitae.
Fair point. Okay then, it's going to take you a bit of time then to acquire your meal. In the meantime, Kara, you're faced with a wooden boarded window. The Countess has also just crested the corner and is sniffing at like the grate that this thing inked through. What you gonna do?
I will ask the Countess to make sure it doesn't come back through that way.
She'll narrow her eyes and then sigh and nod.
I mean, you can follow it in if you want. Like, that'll also keep it from going out that way.
She will grin brightly. That's a good point. And leap into the grate. Well, I say leap into. She presses against this wall and then springs at the grate so hard she smashes right through it and into the building.
And I will also get a charging leap at the boarded up window and shift into my dire wolf form to bust through.
Okay. You were already
Yeah.
in like your war form before, right?
I don't think I was.
Isn't the reason you're right now possessed of the negative effect is because you war formed up and didn't do a thing correctly?
The negative effect was something that Strix did. It's like a fear thing.
Oh right, yes, you both had a contest of wills.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, you can shift to form. Can you give me a strength athletics test with 4 extra dice?
Yes. Especially since I get extra 2 from Direwolf.
Yep, from being jacked up.
Yeah, you did use your totem and it possessed you. You remember that, right?
Yes, you're possessed. That was it. And it
I'm
wants you to kill
obsessed
all
with
things.
the negative. That's why I was like the negative thing.
Yeah, it wasn't a fear test in the end. Sorry, yes, it was the possession.
Possession pots. The negative fear. But
Yeah. The fear thing went down when we killed that thing.
yeah. Okay. So it's just the possession left on me.
Yeah, because I had the fear
Yep.
thing too, but Scout took it off my token when we killed.
Is it the cryy eye?
No, it was something else. I think the I means you're possessed.
Yes, I is possessed. Well, no,
Strength
I
athletics.
is a negative effect. The buff thing is the possessed.
So 2 extra from my form, and then 4 from miscellaneous.
Yep.
Oh, I'm looking forward to seeing this. Not as bad. Not as bad.
Yeah. Less impressive than expected, but it is 3 successes. You take 1 bashing damage and just fucking plow through.
Oh, that would have been equally funny. Like I could imagine that in a fucking movie, just winding up to bust through, and then tonk. Turns out there was brick on the other side. The good news, also, Scout, is
Yes.
this form causes moderate lunacy in mortal humans.
Only a moderate lunacy, it's fine.
So they're going to want to run away in fear and then forget about me. Or rationalize it in some way in their minds.
Yeah, no. Strix, however, less
Somebody
concerned.
let a rabid pit bull off in the neighborhood.
Yeah, obviously.
Something like that.
So the first thing you see after smashing your way through this fucking board, like fragments of wood going everywhere, is that there is a musty corpse-like aroma. You can see that there are a number of bodies that are just, like, up against the walls around here. Lots of symbology and old Latin written across the walls in blood and aged and flecked and rusted. It looks like this place has been inhabited for a while by these Strix, and they've just been having a fucking ball, goring the place up a whole bunch.
Hey, buddy.
And then, yes, there is a shadow-leaking figure beneath boiling, like, seething, oily, inky nastiness is a halfway rotted corpse. Eyes look at you. Many, many dark red eyes look at you, and the mouth on the corpse, you can actually hear the bones in it crunch and break open as it opens far too widely. It tries to yell at you, but its lungs are so destroyed that it can manage nothing but a rotten, foul-scented, just hiss.
Have you heard of Mentos, buddy? Mentos. The breath saver.
Except you're in Direwolf, so it goes...
Oh, yeah, that's true. I bark at it.
Okay. Sending... Oh, shit. Clear. Alright, everyone please roll their speed tests.
Actually, I probably don't even bark at it because my mouth is full of sword.
Ooh.
Just growling.
I managed to do a speed, guys.
You did, and also that's the laziest growling noise. That's like when the dog has been playing tug of war with you for like a while but is getting tired.
Uno de ten.
What was the speed bonus for just unarmed fists? Initiative 0. Yes, there is no negative. Alright, cool. Look at you and your slow ass. And you didn't do an add yourself to turn, did you? I'm sure I taught you that.
I don't have the macro.
Have you checked your
here.
macros toolbar just in case you actually do? Because I'm really fucking certain that we keep giving you it.
No. I don't have it because it keeps changing.
Well, I mean, you just do this and change the number. Yeah, I might as well put it in there. I mean, just changing the number afterwards means that I don't have to add the turn myself. Regardless.
I am aware of the macro. I'm just not using it in this.
Do it. Let's see here. Handmaiden, how good was yours? Oh yeah, your initiative is fucking 12. This is a pretty decent initiative, I would say. Fucking but a shit roll. Alright, Strix with the face of Nicolas Cage, how are you doing? Also quite fucking slow.
Why is that one still over there?
The only one who actually knew he was there was Josephanna. I just realized, I was like, wait a second, the reason his token is still visible on this fucking board is because no one has actually fought this fucking Strix. Oh shit.
Are you sure? Wasn't that where I came in?
Was he the one? Was he the guy who got set on fire then? That might...
I think
Who?
so.
Nicolas
guy?
Cage face, yeah.
Yeah, I set him on fire with my explosive, my incendiary rounds.
Yeah, fuck Nick Cage.
Bye bye,
Why did
Nicolas
you
Cage
set
face.
Nicolas Cage on fire.
Because
he was a
he was
Strix.
an evil shadow
Because he was
creature.
covered in bees.
He's got
Puppies, they're in my mouth!
he's got National Treasure 5 to do, man. Not cool.
The bees!
National Treasure 5. The quest
It
for another
wasn't
paycheck.
It wasn't the same Nicolas Cage as the slowly expanding one in the library. It's fine.
It was slowly expanding.
It was slowly
though.
expanding, though.
We just
It's a-
managed to delete it before it expanded too far.
Yes, it's a different expanding Nicolas Cage. It's fine.
There you go, look.
This world is going to get taken over by Nicolas Cages at one point.
It starts to look like a game of Pandemic, but Nicolas Cage faces spreading from city to city. Oh no, we just lost the Lower East Side.
We just call it the cagening.
Yep.
Welcome to the cage.
Well,
I got you for 3 minutes.
I
You're
mean,
going nowhere.
we can do it full circle with the vault reference and just say Nicolas Cage found Vault 108. Yeah, that was the one that got set on fire, and then Timothy had to do a fear test for.
He's got a brick wall dumped on his face.
Yeah, lots of bad things happened to Nicolas Cage monster. I need to make sure that everyone's fucking shit is correct again. There are still ones that I had here, and their numbers are fucking just fucked. Ugh.
They fucking fucked you, Zach.
Yeah, they're fucking fucked. You guys. You guys. They're so fucked.
It's a lot of fuck.
It's even more annoying when I know that I did everyone's fucking stat blocks and now I just gotta make it all up again. I mean, think of it cautiously and carefully. Excuse me while I GM roll.
I don't think I'm ever gonna get the dot of purity renown. Just not pure enough.
Oh god, these fucking guys suck so hard. How's your initiative 6? It should be really high, whatever.
6 is pretty high.
Yeah, it's one higher than mine.
I guess, but they're all like, you know, fighting tooth and nail shadow. I guess it's because these ones are possessors, so they have slow ass bodies. That one there. That one there. That one there. And the 2 that you can see. this this poor fucking fuckboy.
Are you getting save into your rolls, or you? No, you're not.
No, as in, I rolled his initiative, so I was talking to the poor possessing Strix that Kara's balked up in front of.
Oh, he's gonna fucking die.
He's gonna fucking die. Alright.
Don't die, boy.
And so, Initiativos begins. The Strix is going to continue running the fuck away. And we'll burst through this door, smashing it open and revealing another individual. I say revealing, it's like you guys have so much extra sensory shit that you're going to be aware of stuff moving around, so I might as well not hide it. Oils and Ask the Injured one has +7 initiative. It has a shit ton of initiative because it's just a shadow, whereas those other things have to possess corpses. And the Countess's turn. She's going to chase after that fucking Strix to try and kill it. However, she's going to have to use a special vampire nerd power because she does not have magical weapons. Wait, no, she had a magic dagger. Or what was it? I can't actually remember what type of fucking hand weapon it was.
Kukri.
Kukri, that was it. She does indeed have a magic kukri.
Even that is somehow weeb.
Yeah, her influences were all like old Arabic and shit.
Does she have an Oni-san?
No. If she
She's
did,
11.
and also if she had an Oni-san, then he died before the birth of Christ.
Fucking antediluvians.
But she's like 11.
Yeah, she's more of Methuselah.
And she's been
Or she's
around for
really
a
old,
very, very long time.
She was turned before Aurora, which means that this like 5,000 years old. At least.
So what you're saying
At
is
least.
she's super anime.
Mm. But in this game, because I'm not a fucking creep, because she is the body of an 11-year-old, she's not developed in the same way as, you know, humans have with their hormones and shit, so she has no interest in boner stuff. So we're safe. We're safe. We're safe, internet.
Instead, she has the childlike fucking sociopathy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's quite delightful. I won't deny
Children
that.
have no empathy. You don't want a vampire.
Well, I mean,
With
you could
no
have a child who
empathy.
has empathy. It's just most children are little assholes, just like most people.
Exactly.
Maybe you get the one kid
Okay.
who has heart.
Oh.
Wow.
Alright, so like
3 successes.
3 successes.
That's like
this thing is destroyed.
my roll. Like rolling 1 billion dice.
Yeah.
Only getting a couple.
I like that I got 10 and 10 though, so I got to roll again, and then it was a fucking 1 just to punish me for thinking that she would get to roll a shit ton of dice. Oh well. And it only had like 4 health left. She is a monster. It has no defense because it's a oily spirit. Its defense is being nearly impossible to hit. But she's really good at hitting and using a magic weapon. It was literally on 4 aggravated damage from just being destroyed. She tears it open and then like just vital essence bursts and shatters into nowhere. Timothy, from like way across the street, you can feel that thing's death. Like it's a cold shudder that runs through you. And Claire.
I heard a crash. I have great hearing. Boop, 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 boop.
Cool. Kara is like stood right in front of you. You'll have to like shove her out the way to get through the window. Or you could just shoot over her shoulder at the possessing corpse.
I mean, she's a big wolf right now.
She is a big wolf right
Fucking
now.
dire wolf.
A big old fucking dire wolf.
And she's a big pupper. I'm still taller than her though.
You are, but you aren't getting into that room. She is blocking where you would end up.
You're not riding
Yeah.
me either.
Well, no. I was saying that I should be able to shoot over her.
Yes,
without any
yeah, I did
penalties.
say, yeah, you can shoot it.
All right. So what am I looking at? I can't see.
Can you not see on the side of the screen?
shooting at a corpse dude
Okay.
with bad breath.
I was zoomed in. All right. So, you know what? I'm gonna try this thing. Nothing in this says I can't. So, as an instant action, I am going to attempt a mesmerize.
Okay.
The dots for that are int, expression, and dominate.
What are they resisted by?
It's hang on. Let me pull that back up. It's versus resolve and blood potency, so it'd be resolve and shadow potency for them.
Excellent. You have a -2 modifier to this thing for trying to do
Okay.
vampire magic shit on it.
Okay.
Still
Damn,
2
dominate.
successes. Okay. I mean,
Immediately better at dominate than I am.
yeah.
Hate you.
1, 2.
Well, I have int 4, so
What were the stats that it got? Sorry.
it's resisted by resolve and its shadow potency.
Okay. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. I am afraid it is resisted.
That's fine. Then I'm just gonna shoot at it.
You can't.
It's an instant action.
That's a standard action in this game.
It says action instant mesmerize.
Yeah.
An instant action's a standard action.
Is it now? Huh, I wouldn't have done that otherwise.
You
Such as
want
that,
reflexive. For instant is the worst name for an ability, like an action. It's just the worst.
But whatever. That is
Not your
dumb.
fault.
It is incredibly dumb. I agree.
There's a reason we kind of bitch about it almost every time we go into initiative.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Alright, and the Handmaiden is going to rotate around the scum hut, up to this boarded up window, place her shotgun against it, and fire both of the underslung rounds into it, which appears to be some kind of spreading buck that fucking shreds it. However, that is her turn.
Where is she shooting into?
Into this building, whose window I haven't
Oh, okay.
remembered.
Okay. I thought she was shooting at like humans.
Nope.
Kara might have been a little upset.
What if the Handmaiden just fucking leaned into some other building and just shot a bunch of guys?
Yeah, he like can't have any witnesses.
Oh right. Oh, there's no danger of worrying about witnesses here. Okay, let's.
Yeah, no, not once they see me. They're just like.
Well, it's more like
"I
they would have had
fucking know
to.
what happened.
They would have had to have survived being next to the Strix nest for fuck knows how long. Alright, there is a smashing noise as something else kicks open a rotten, gross wooden door and starts running down the hallway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I believe that's all his movie shit. Cool. And this wolf thing is going to rush at the Countess. He does 8d10 attacks. What's her defense? Probably a decent number. Actually, not great because she is small and unarmored. How much defense do you have, by the way, Third?
Not the lolly.
My defense right now is 3, according to my sheet, but it really shouldn't be.
I think that it's probably up right now because you're all emborkinated.
This one is higher. Our defensive combat.
Okay.
What is that?
Somebody protect the lolly.
Nah, fuck her.
It'll take a
She
swing.
can protect herself.
Please don't fuck the lolly.
Oh. Ooh. It actually got 5 successes. Oh wait,
Quick,
defense
dodge
defense takes away from
from the dice pool.
dice pool. Oh yeah, fuck. Okay. And what order is this? 1, 2.
Hold on.
Okay. Oh, they're only one success actually, so not a big deal.
I like how it's been so many sessions since Zaire died to basically not knowing the rules.
It's impossible to fight. It's so fucking hard to remember, and fighting comes up very much not often. This has been the longest fight that they've ever had, and it's gone into, like, it started in midway into one session and has continued into the beginning of this one. One, two, alright. Yep, it deals 4 bashing damage to her.
Protect the lolly.
Timothy,
She's on the other side of the building.
you are, like, right beside a building with some cowering individuals. You can, even with your senses, like, you can hear, like, trembling and people, like, cocking guns and people talking on their phones like, oh shit, I think there's fucking some gang is fucking throwing down out there. Oh shit, it's so terrifying.
Who can hear all this? Timothy.
What you gonna do, Mares? Oh wait, she said to be right back. I think she's gone to go grab a pizza.
Yeah.
We will get back to Tim, because I'm pretty sure Tim's job is going to be break into the house and fucking eat some people. Kara, you have a possessed corpse in front of you.
Sorry, I just had to deal with ring, 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 ring. Phone call. Phone
No
call.
worries.
But.
What in the butt?
What the fuck is that from, Third?
Huh?
The ring, ring, ring thing.
That's from Pokemon.
Thank you. Fuck.
That is early Pokemon.
I don't.
Phone
that
call,
was-
Where
phone
all
call.
the phones went ring, 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 phone call, ring, 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 phone call, phone call.
Okay. I was just like, where have I heard that from?
I had to.
Weird.
I dug it out recently to use as my new ringtone. And I just love it.
So
Here.
it's, you've got
Let
a
me
corpse
get-
up in your greasy.
All right.
Nah.
Let me deal with that first.
I've lived my
Um,
life not knowing. I'm cool with not knowing now.
Reflexive action to shift into near man form.
Yep. Not just a man, but a near man. Does that increase your size and has to do that fucking thing or get knocked over?
I think my size remains the same
Okay.
because I was direwolf before.
And they were quite big.
Yes, both are size +1. So my size remains the same. I'm just upright and furry and
Fair.
naked.
Yes.
Have
you come to strip for me, whore?
Oh, come fuck you up.
It laughs at you. It's a horrible, horrible sound that's going to bother you later.
And then I'm going to activate lock the doors.
Okay, feel free to just draw red X's on doors and shit. Currently, right now, this door cannot be
All
locked.
doors locked.
It is destroyed.
I could do this like with a thought. It doesn't even take an action.
Okay.
So I'm gonna close this door until it's Avelina's turn, and then I'll open it again.
Oh my god, old D&D again.
Yeah, I mean, she'll get a go before the thing on the other side of that door, to be honest.
And then I'll
Doors-
close it again after her turn.
Okay.
Doors are starting to give me trauma.
Alright, I'll...
And then I'll close every door except the ones that lead to me.
Okay. There. There.
And
There.
I will shout out loud to come at me. cowards.
Kara, as nice as the view is, could you move to the side so I can shoot it?
Yeah, right.
Thank you.
That activating that is an instant action. Doesn't take any dice pool, but does take up in essence and my turn.
Okay. You now have control over the doors in this room? Building, even?
Yes.
Okay. Alright.
Open and close them at my will.
Before this Strix goes, Timothy, you are outside a building. You can hear inside with your senses, like, people, like, hurriedly talking on the phone, like, holy shit, I think there's a gang throwing down. You can hear, like, the rattling of guns, the sound of someone, like, chambering something. What you gonna do? There
I'm
is a,
coming for
like,
you.
simple window in front, like, just, like, essentially above you if you were to have your back to the wall of this building.
But I've also heard the shooting pick back up.
Tell you what, give me a... Let's see here. The only one who did shooting was the handmaiden to breach a window. Give me a... Wits composure roll. We'll see if you spotted, like, the source of that.
Sure. Any modifiers?
You didn't actually own the shadows in that area, and it's quite far away. -1. Oh, still a success. Yeah, you can see that the only one who did any kind of gun firing was just someone trying to get into the window.
Then with and with luck, I ought to have time to grab something.
Sure.
So, shadow doorway step up into the second floor window.
Okay. When you're in the second floor window, you can see that there are... Okay, one success. There is a person up there in the second floor. It appears to be like a... In a nicer homes, one might call it a study. Instead, it's a extra room where we keep all of our shit room. There is a guy who is lifting, like... probably nothing fancy, just like a Glock out of his table, and like, you know, he's turning to look to the window, not because he's heard you, but just because that would be the easiest place to get a spot.
Yeah. So, since Shadow Step doesn't actually use any movement, I'm just going to walk up to him and present revolver to face. Stay still.
That is surprising and horrifying. Like, you hear the safety click off on his gun, but he pauses mid-motion. What you fucking want, man?
Your cash, where is it? And drop and put the gun down. Safety on.
Let's see here. Give me a presence intimidation check with +1.
Yo, you know you're messing with a badass G when a gun to the head is only a +1.
Timothy
This is a
doesn't.
bad neighborhood.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Now you summarily spook the.
Sorry.
Yeah, you summarily spook the dude. He clicks his safety on, and you hear him just like let go of the gun. It's in my pocket, man. It's in my fucking pocket. I've got a boy and a girl downstairs. You don't hurt them, right?
No. They'll be fine. And I think that's gonna be my turn, since
Yep.
I'll have to feed on him next one.
Yep. All right, cool. And then back with possessing Strix. What was your defense again? Sorry.
3.
3. Okay. This corpse, you hear like bones cracking in as its arm becomes disfigured and then takes the appearance of like a fucking doubly sized like rakish claw, like a blood like mostly congealed and rotten just like drips to the floor beneath its limb, as it is quite literally twisting this corpse and making it appear to be a larger beast than it technically is, and it will swing at you.
Hold on, let me just make sure my defense. Lowest of dexterity, it's limits. For mine, it's weaponry. So it should be 4.
4.
There really should be an option to switch it to weaponry on the sheet.
Yep, no
You can switch
successes.
it to other things.
Is it going to invest its point of willpower? No. No, it's not.
I laugh at it this time.
Yeah.
Too distracted?
We'll see
Work.
distraction when I'm eating you.
It makes no sense, buddy. Try again.
Yeah, you figure this thing is not an orator. Alright, the Countess. It is her turn. Does the door open for her?
Oh, yeah.
Do you get to choose which direction the door opens in? Because it opens both ways.
Whichever is more convenient.
It would have shut.
Into the Strix.
Yes, I was going to say, like, it probably would be into the Strix would be more convenient for you. Indeed, it will give a +1 to Avelina as it's something like just bashed by this door opening in front of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Flamp! Ugh, no successes. No successes at all. I rolled 8d10. Nothing.
Bravo, Avelina.
Yeah, she swipes with the kukri and it seems to just go through its jaw. She realizes then that the lower half of its mouth doesn't actually exist. It's just being made up of oily, inky shadow.
Ah.
And she
And
will...
the door closes.
Yeah. When the door closes, she backs away a step just to give her, like, not get trapped between two of those fuckers. Alright, and the Handmaiden's turn.
Wait, no, it was my turn.
Oh, crap, it
You
doubled
skipped
over.
me.
Yeah, my bad.
I fire with a burning bullet.
Cool. You do a success at it.
Yeah, so I think this is what 1 damage for the so 2 damage plus whatever incendiary round does.
Okay. The incendiary basically just means that your bullets hurt this corpse, essentially. Until you breach all of its bashing damage, it does not. It won't do that like catch on fire thing. Last time that worked is because it had like its defense fucking wrecked by sniper rifle rounds, and then when you just shot it, it's like, oh, this dealt lethal damage to it. It burst into flames.
I'm helping.
Yep. Blamp. It doesn't seem to like it because you shot it with fire. It very much did not like that at all, but its current resistance will keep it from actually igniting for a little bit. And yes, the Handmaiden. She will swap to... Let's see here. 2 or 3, mag 18, 4. She spent 2 of those under shotgun rounds. She'll fire both of those again. And unload with both. 7d10, 9 again. That's probably going to hurt it quite a bit. Well, actually, no, that's only 2 successes. What the fuck? It's 5 damage. 5 shitty damage.
5 damage is good.
That's true. It takes some bashing. She will sigh and eject the final 2 rounds and that click back over to the SMG. And the Possessing Strix barrels around the corner and will charge at the Countess. 1, 2, 3, 5. And fail terribly. Hey, could you give me a wits composure, please, third? And do you have... Yeah, do you have heightened senses for hearing?
I am a wolf.
Yeah, +1.
Fork.
Bark, 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 bark.
And someone walked past them again.
I think somebody came home.
Ah. Alright. You quite definitely hear a sound from in here. It does not sound particularly pleasant. Also, I'll do one for you. Yeah.
Open the door.
79. She also hears it, although not as clearly.
And yell, come at me, motherfucker.
Tell you what, give me a social check. Which one do you taunt it with, I guess? It's probably presence something. Presence intimidation? Presence expression. Either of those two sound about right.
Persuasion?
I realize persuasion is something you have dots in, but you're not really making persuasion. Persuasion is something. It's more like a conversation tool. Yeah.
Fine. No, get rid of wits, you stupid character sheet. No, get fucking grumble, grumble, grumble.
Gramble, grumble.
Garbador.
Alright, yeah, it looks like it'll go for you. You hear once the door opens, it's far clearer, this voice that just sounds... Hello, puppy. It sounds evil and awful and foul. Nothing like cheerful Borks.
I have a little puppy.
I'm sure you do.
Bark, 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 bark.
She came to visit me.
Yeah. Are they allowed to be doing that?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, she's cutie.
Yeah. That's how they get away with it. And it will... you know that like horror movie like crawly thing they do across the ground where it's like it looks more like they're pulling themselves along with their limbs? It does that. It grabs onto the door frame and then basically slingshots itself in at you, propelling forwards. And that's actually its turn. It did something else as its instant action.
Oh well.
And Strixwolf, that door is closed again, but there is the handmaiden there. How hard are doors that you've closed to break open?
Just normal.
They're just normal doors? Yeah,
Special.
it's gonna try and probably go for that person who shot it, since the Countess didn't hurt it. And attempt a leap out the window. Are you able to close windows? Oh, no, you can't. There's no window to close. This was a big boarded up thing that got blown open by gunfire.
Bricks fall down on it.
I'm sorry?
Can I just make the bricks fall down on it?
No, I'm afraid not. And it's going to attempt a test to barrel her over and pounce her through the window. But it has to go like up against events with lots of negatives. It gets a success, so it will actually manage to push her back, occupy her previous space, and do an extra... What was it? Just 1 bashing damage, I think. So, I mean, no damage, but it is now outside.
I just gotta keep them in.
Timothy, there is a trembling dude at your mercy. If you're there, consuming the pizzas. Delicious pizzas.
Sorry, I
Pizza.
had a mouthful. And speaking of a mouthful, that is what's gonna happen.
Are you going to use
no,
Shadow
no.
Potency to drink even harder from him at once? Because it operates like a BP. You can do the same.
Oh, now you've said that, yes.
You feel something more vital as you drink from this man. Like usually blood is a hot rush of like power and strength and it's delightful and euphoric. It doesn't feel as nice this time. Like, it just doesn't actually feel like a good meal. Like, it revitalizes you. You feel like flush with vitae. It doesn't feel good though.
Well, I can get 3 vitae this turn.
Yep.
So
It is
I'll
the
have
least
to-
least satisfying meal you've ever had.
Mm,
And tell you what, you probably do notice this pretty immediately. The kiss is a generally pretty pleasant thing, even at the worst of times. There's still something to say for it. He wasn't fighting you, so you weren't like dealing nasty damage to him with your face in order to get your feed. Like that euphoria thing doesn't appear to be happening to this guy. Instead, like he just goes stock still, and you hear like hiccuping sobs.
Hmm.
Are you drinking this guy down to his last?
I can only do 3 each turn.
Okay.
I
All right then. Kara. This guy's up in your greasy, and you have some kind of stranger being behind you. You know what it is? Your totem wants that one like dead the mostest. Lily. And she's been embalkinated.
The dog ate her.
Yep, she's been eaten by puppies. We'll miss her. We'll miss that. We'll miss that Lily. Consumed by miniature borks.
Just dragged away by a horde of puppies.
Yep. Awash in all the puppies. You see, I would jump ahead, but then the next turn is the person like fighting her.
Yeah, it's fine.
I might get up and pour another drink instead then.
I'm back.
You know-
Oh, there you
Oh,
are.
okay.
Okay.
Oh, it came back around to my turn awfully quickly.
Yeah?
Ah, I think it's time for war form. What do you guys think?
Probably.
Yeah.
Your totem really wants that thing dead, whatever it is.
That specific one?
Yeah, it really does not like that.
Ah. Well, I've only got so many rounds in war form. And then I risk going into a death rage beyond that.
Death rage.
So fuck it. Let's fuck it up. Pull back here, go into war form, Hulk out, and use my combat shifting
Yep.
to fuck them both up.
Cool. What was the rule for combat for tactical shifting?
Shit. Broaden. Character quickly increases in size, forcing nearby opponents to move or be pushed back. When you shift up, anyone within close combat range who doesn't dodge suffers bashing damage equal to the difference in size between your two forms, so just one. Anyone who takes damage must make a dexterity plus athletics roll or suffer the knockdown tilt.
Okay then. Both of them are going to take the possibility of getting knocked over, take the bashing damage difference and possibly get knocked over. First is the corpse one. Falls over. He's so okay. He does not fall over. What's the difference in size between them now? Assuming that they're both normal humanoid size.
Huh?
What's the size difference between you and them, assuming that they are both normal humanoid?
Oh, the difference between my old size and the new size.
Oh, right, okay. How much is that then?
So one.
1. Cool. And they both take 1 bashing damage. Not fun for him. Cool. Alright. go ahead. Is that a reactive move for you when you shift? I think
Yes, that is reflexive.
That's a
The
reflexive.
the best option is to start in wolf form and go straight into death form, because that's a difference of 3.
Death form. Yeah.
Yeah, the hybrid, the Garu.
Yeah. What is it Ura something or other for wolf form?
Urhan.
Urhan, that was it.
And Urshul is the dire wolf. Hishu is human, and Dalu is near man.
Yeah.
Dalu is monster girl.
Ah, yes. Yeah.
Garu is too furry.
Oh yeah, when
Urshul,
they put
fucking furry.
yeah, real fucking furry.
And Urhan is real fucking furry.
Yeah. And then how's the death rage?
Yeah, I'll have extra 3 strength, 1 dex, 2 stamina. I'm gonna go to town on this motherfucker. Is this thing just a shadowy being, or does it have a body?
It is hard to say. You think it has a body. It's almost solid shadow though.
Let's hack it up.
Okay.
So attack roll, strength and weaponry. Extra 4 dice.
Row. That thing's defenses.
Oh!
Whoa!
Holy fuck!
Whoa, what the fuck?
That's
okay.
a big swing. I didn't get to
Those
give you
tens!
Yeah, I didn't get to give you its defense though, which would have been a negative modifier, correct?
Correct.
Last one we dropped.
1, 2. Yes, you only lose 1 success off of those, so that's good news. Because I drop off from the right and make my way left.
Well,
so
if it rolls the
7
tens
plus, it's 10 damage.
afterwards, if it rolls the 10s last.
It does not in the
last
macro.
3,
It doesn't do that in the
last
macro.
4.
So I just take them off. The macro rolls it, so that 9 is the result of the 10. That 10 is the result of the 10. That 10 is the result of the 10. It does it like that. Yeah, that's what the macro does. I mean, if you want, I'm happy to instead strip off those successes. And you sure?
Actually, I don't. I think it would have been less of a penalty that way, but we'll just do it your way. We'll do it your way. It's fine.
You lose
A
1 success, so
still doing
10 damage.
10 damage, and I will go ahead and activate the fetish to hack off one of its limbs automatically.
All right, which limb are you racking?
Someone told me you had a Goro fetish.
Let's go for a leg. I don't want this thing to run.
Alright. You lop off one of its legs and to deal 10, I assume lethal? What damage type is your weapon? It might have to go to its special.
Sword?
It's just sword type?
Yeah.
Alright,
so swords are lethal. If this thing has any special resistance, it's like a bullshit vampire.
Yeah, it's fucking, it's drenched in bullshit. But I mean, it's still so much damage that you penetrate all of its bashing and deal 2 lethal. Oop, shit.
Which one was this third?
That one.
Okay.
There you go. So you can see. You immediately tore through all of its fucking...
Is that its bashing?
Yeah, that bottom bar that's empty was its bashing. And that's lethal.
Top one is aggravated.
Aggravated, yeah. When it's aggravated damage, they fall out of their corpses, although you don't know what you're looking at here. It probably might not run by the same rules, but you do lop off its leg.
Probably possessing like a vampire corpse. We'll get in trouble for killing. Fuck it.
Yep.
Ain't my society.
Ain't your fucking problem. Alright.
Yeah. I'll whack them.
Your defense is what defense is your war form?
I think it's still just 4. Oh wait,
Okay.
no. Yeah, 4. I also get defense versus firearms though.
Neat. It's not a. Sadly, its arms aren't on fire, and nor is it shooting a gun at you. It has 1 success. Its attack
Kinda
is
wish its
2.
arms were on fire.
You take 3 damage.
Lethal or bashing?
1 damage. Actually, 1 damage of it is lethal, and 2 is bashing.
That's weird that it's both.
It is. Part of it is the arm hitting you, and part of it is weird shadow bullshit.
It was supposed to do more damage, but then it just got bitched out.
But then I got high.
Alright, the Countess is a new friend. She's gonna throw a disgusting number of dice at this one.
I don't like that the sheet maxes out at 5.
For fuck's sake! 1
5 in your
success.
attribute.
Alright, Claire.
New friend has entered the battlefield. I'm gonna focus fire.
Sweet.
Let's see. Ah! My sheet exploded.
Oh no.
Ah well.
And hey, how would you feel about a dramatic fail? I'll offer you 2 beats.
Nah.
No, you sure?
I'm not shooting Kara with a bullet that's on fire.
You don't want to shoot the person in war form,
It's
like a
okay.
few turns away from a death rage.
I have defense versus firearms.
Yeah, but you know, Claire doesn't know that and also doesn't want to shoot the werewolf in the butt. So
There are less good ideas out there.
Claire
But not
is
many.
making the decision though.
This is true. Yeah, no, it's you,
What?
Stray. Do you want to choose if Claire's bullet hits?
nah.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Alright, the
Didn't want to
handmaiden
have to kill you.
has weapon skill things. So she is going to reload her gun and unload the underslung shotgun into it again, because it's better than the SMG when they're in your fucking face hole.
In your fucking face, Uncle Fucker.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
You're a limey fucking
7,
bastard, Uncle Fucker.
9 again. 1, 2. Fucking hell. Alright, 2 successes overall. I mean, it does the last of its bashing, so blam. It's now taking lethal damage. Was guessing Strikasu. It's gonna go for the Countess. Actually hits twice. She's not supposed to be taking damage from these fucking Mookletons.
Can I like bash this door into the thing and distract it?
Probably should have said that before I did its attack, but you know what? It's already got so many
can
negatives.
I bash it after it attacks?
Yes, I'll let you do that. He'll have to do a, like, you know, your size difference thing. I'll make him do a test to, like, see if he falls on his ass. So she takes some
Best
lethal that I forgot about last
So
time.
You're what's his name, Von Straussing him like in Hellboy?
Yes, exactly.
Alright, cool. It'll do its test.
I want to say
It falls on its ass.
Strauss.
It is the
I
knocked
think
over
it's Victor
condition.
Von Strauss.
But I'm not sure if I'm thinking of that because of Victor Von Doom.
Victor Von Doom. This mofo fell over.
Of the Hollywood Dooms.
Oh, the Hollywood Dooms. Alright.
And I will giggle maniacally as that happens.
Yeah. It just ends up on its ass and loses its chance to move. Like, shakes itself
Oh
off.
my god.
What was that?
We were so off. It's Johann Kraus.
Shit.
What do we say, Victor Von?
Kraus.
Victor Von Doom is actually Joseph Kraus.
I must have gotten it confused with Dr. Doom and Lily went along with it.
Alright, so this thing is going to do an attack at you now. It spent its previous turn getting it ready. Let's see here. You don't have blood potency as a defense against this. What do you have? Let's have a think quickly. Yeah.
Mine is Primal Urge.
Alright. Oh god, you've only got one primal urge, so it's gonna give him a negative modifier of 1.
A default.
Yeah. No.
A success.
You take 1 lethal damage as this thing spits a column of foul shadow at you.
Nice try, buddy. Keep it up, and maybe you'll win a participation award.
It rees at you. Mm. I don't like him. I don't like him, Stray. You keep him. You take these dice. You take them to the fucking cleaners.
See, at least when you're playing in real life, you can be like, "I'm getting new dice," or "Here's a punishment."
I'm
I'm
getting a
putting it
new
in the
computer.
microwave." We'd have to completely swap roll 20s every
Alright.
time you want new dice.
It didn't deal over 1 damage. Oh, wait, no, it does get its thing. 1 lethal. Cool. Timothy.
Alright.
So, this sad sack is being devoured by you.
I am going to take 2 more vitae and then step back and teleport back down to the street level.
Sure. You see him curl up into a ball as you leave, sobbing and gasping for breath and, like, probably soiling himself in all manner of ways.
He's gonna have to go to one of those help groups for male rape victims.
Yep. I've decided that if whenever you use shadow potency for blood as opposed to taking in breath, like a Strix would, it's like a bad trip. A really bad trip.
And then I'm gonna start walking into the building. I assume I'm more than literally here.
You are 15 away. So not massively far. You're actually seeing, like, there's, over here on the other side of the map, like, these two here are fighting right in front of this window.
Well, I get to about there, so.
Cool. Let's see here. Do you fit on it? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then that thing's... No, okay, so you would be off screen for this still. So you're not quite just, like, in other map range yet. You know what? I should probably just have you, like, here and shooting into the building. I'll bung you up there. Alright, Kara, your go.
I'm gonna fucking work this fuck up.
Alright. I'm waiting for 0 successes now after that fucking nightmarish. 4 defense.
Oh, okay, 4 defense. Okay. I was gonna ask this time.
Yep. God, that
So that
attack
means
that it
start-
did was so dangerous. It's
That
all
just-
lethal damage per success.
Just means I have no modifiers on it then.
It's still a heckin'
Instead of
big
+4.
8 dice with your Falx.
Eh,
It was close to fuck all. Alright. I mean, it takes 4 lethal. And can you make me a...
can you feel the love tonight?
Such a sexually charged scene.
a stamina composure test, please.
My dick tonight. Stamina what?
Stamina composure.
Stamina. Composure. +2 because my stamina's higher.
Wow.
Fuck. Alright, yeah. Something
This is
real
Kara's
fucked.
day.
This is Kara's
This-
time to shine. In fact, you got a great success. I'll let you know what you were resisting against. You didn't notice it particularly before because you were like just dealing so much damage to its bashing. But this time when your sword bit into it and started dealing lethal, you could almost feel it like trying to suck the very strength out of your limbs, as though like swinging through it were instead trying to swing through it like 200 times. Like you feel like you've just gotten an incredibly solid exercise. To a normal person, that would be like, hey, you want to punch this shadow, and then it feels like you actually threw 200 punches at it. That would be exhausting. You know, that same idea. You're pretty sure that's what just happened, trying to swing at this thing again. I mean, you succeeded and you hurt it.
I forgot also. It was my turn, so I healed up all my damage.
How many rounds of Warform you got left?
Just looking that up now.
So I'm pretty sure there is a big old thing on like, how long can you stay in Warform?
Yep, there is. Spend a number of turns equal to stamina plus primal urge. My stamina was increased.
I'm pretty sure it's not counting your Warforge's stamina burn.
Not the war form.
No?
My stamina was increased by my totem possession.
Oh, right. Okay, so yeah, you can indeed harder,
so
better,
4
faster.
turns.
Yeah.
This has been 2.
Okay.
So we better kill these guys soon, or else I'm going to risk going into a death rage.
I believe you have the soft rage first, right?
Yes.
It's gonna get.
I must, after that point, must choose to shift down into Dalu or Urshel, fall into Karuth.
Yep.
She does not shift. Roll resolve and composure as a reflexive action if she succeeds. She has 1 more turn in Garu, then must shift to Dalu or Urshel and enters Wasu'im. If she fails, she enters Basu'im. And Wasu'im is the soft rage. Basu'im is not soft rage.
Yeah. Wasuim is basically like you have chances now at like shaking it off before you go too deep, and then if you heck it up, you just like hard rage, and then you are a nightmare that might kill all your friends. All right, so this possessing Strix is. I wish these guys had extra shadow bullshit like that thing did. All they have is just like an extra lethal damage on all their attacks. Alright, your defense is 4, its fight shit is 5, plus its 4 shadow. So just 5 again. No successes! It bats at you lamely. The Countess's turn. Yay, successes! Oh well, I mean, 2 is good. There's nearly all of its bashing now gone. And you know what? Since it's down, she is going to.
Just a quick second. In fairness, that was the second time I was attacked, I think, or no. The Bleak Strix will be the second one to attack me on this turn, so my defense is lowered then.
Yes, the Bleak Strix also didn't attack you. It didn't. It did a nasty thing at you, and you resisted it. Well, resisted most of it.
I just remembering that.
Yeah. Your defense is lower based on attacks made at you, but in this case, yes, this was actually the first attack on you physically, so it was your full 4 defense. That thing's down on the ground, and she has like really, really cool gangrel powers. So she's going to go for the throat, which is another. Assuming you hit and deal damage to a target. An extra, how much lethal? Oh, 1 lethal. Well, I mean, you know. On anyone else, that'd be dope. Just like you hit them while they were on the ground, you just deal 3 lethal damage to them. And if it's a human, it's like aggravated, because you just like fucking rip out a jugular with your bare hands or some shit.
Hang on. Damn it.
What's the 3d10?
Oh, I just spent a willpower.
Oh, alright, okay. No, I mean, you got a success, and let's see here.
Flaming bolt.
It's a flaming bullet, and it's used up all of that thing's bashing defense now. I need to find this thingy thing, because it will have to leave its corpse when it hits aggravated. And it now has to resist freaking out because it's on fire. I think it's just going to abandon the corpse, and then let's see if it freaks out. One success. Okay, it does not freak out. It has to abandon the corpse, though. I'm going to keep using this token, but you see like this shadowy foulness climb. Best we put is, yeah, it like climbs out of the body, discarding it really quickly. As it then just, Claire, you've seen a vampire burn before, you know, go up like fucking tinder rags, and this heavily decayed body goes up exactly as you would expect a vampire to do so. That was not death of 1,000 cuts. I mean, though you did a damage to it, you technically dealt 3 because you pushed it out of this thing's body, and now any damage it takes is going to go directly into its aggravated.
Still, as compared to like the damage that the car is doing, pew 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 pew.
Yeah. But it's a thing. You did a thing. Alright, and the Handmaiden. Still has 3 rounds of shotgun. All with 9 again. 3 successes. 3 plus 3, 6. This thing is getting hecked now. It is down to a couple points of lethal before it too will have to abandon. And that's our turn. Possessing Strix. Gets off of its ass. And takes a swing. You know what? You're aware of these things that it does. Do you want to try and... Yeah, I was going to say, do you want to try and hit it first?
Watch you. Bash you.
He doesn't fall over, hooray! And now he'll actually do his attack. Oh shit. Hit 3 times. How much?
God damn it, Evelina.
You know what? She's going to take the dodge action, I think. Then you roll your defense dice, yes?
Double your defense dice.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Ugh. It took away 2 successes.
2?
Oh no, he didn't. Oh, ooh. Alright. Ow. Ow. She's taking lethal. She's going to spend some vitae reflexively. And when she spends vitae reflexively, all of her dice things go up, so good for her. All she's done is made it scarier. And since it didn't get knocked down, no, it won't do anything. Alright. Kari, you've seen this thing do its thing before, where it, you know, spat horrible, like, inky shadow nasty shit that dealt lethal damage.
Mm-hmm.
You suspect it's about to do that again, judging by that same, like, sibilant, horrifying sound that just appears to be leaking out of 1,000 mouths across its shadowy body.
Mm-hmm.
And that's its turn.
Oh, it's using the charge up action.
Yep.
It's going.
Yeah, essentially, yes.
Hey, ah.
Alright, you're down to 3 bash.
I'm just gonna shove my sword down its throat.
Timothy.
Alright, so... I guess onto this map now, right?
Yep. Let's see here. Alright, so after like 2 meters, equivalency-wise, you're right here.
Yep. And... move up here, and... I am going to attempt to... shadow play.
Alrighty. Your shadow play is resisted by 3 of its potency. So,
I'm
negative
not
3.
shadow playing it.
Okay, alright then, fine.
No, I am going to attempt to take control of some shadows and pierce it through with shadow swords.
Give me a sec. No, you're just about fine. Yep, okay, no negatives. Alright. The shadows come to you, ragged, twisted pieces each. They feel like they're writhing around your hands like worms, but they are within your control.
And it's actually a reflexive action to use them. So,
Yeah, if you want to do a rapier attack, it'll hurt it good.
and
Oh, defense is 3.
yeah, I'm just deciding as to whether I want to spend. No, not against this one. It's a nuke shitling.
Ah, the fierce shitling.
And the shadow play successes go into this, right?
Yep.
So,
Say, would you like a dramatic failure for like 4 beats?
no.
Done. Okay.
Timothy's not that suicidal.
Yeah. Like, reflexively, Timothy also, like, knows inherently the risks that these actions are taking.
I mean, that wasn't actually including my shadow potency on that shadow play roll.
I know, it's just that you're doing shadow things and you've recently used shadow potency to feed on a being.
Yeah.
And beforehand you'd been shadow potency. Right now you're like rife for potential fuckery. If I ever get to force you to do a chance die and get you to roll a 1, it's just, I'm gonna steam clean you. Alright, Kara. You've been in war form now for 3 turns.
This is the third. I'm gonna give this guy a heckin' bork.
Alright.
What's an all-out attack? Is that a thing?
I don't think it is.
168. All-out attack. Character can sacrifice defense for the turn to gain +2 dice on the attack roll.
Ooh, you should do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Alright. The defense is reduced to 0.
If this doesn't drop it, I'm spending willpower. Just letting you know. So, attack roll. It's 2. Its defense is 4, or it's still 4.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Same as you realized it pretty soon on. What do you think is about to happen here?
Is it gonna explode?
No.
It's gonna go straight through and do maybe 1 damage because it is sort of a magic fetish sword.
That is exactly correct. It does a damage. It's just still a sword.
Son of a bitch.
You have not got the features in it that make it do like supernatural damage shit. You're
It
hitting.
was working fine before.
I know, but now you're literally swinging at fucking Shadow. And this one is the big OG fucker.
It was working fine before.
Before it had a physical form. Now,
Yeah, you're
What, did it
literally.
drop its physical form away?
Did I not describe that it climbing out of its like vampiric corpse and shit?
I actually did not hear that.
Okay, I went into, in fact, quite great detail about how after getting shot by Claire's fiery round, it climbed out of the incinerating vampire corpse.
I heard that it was what's it? charging up its command. Yeah,
Yeah, no, that's it had already been in like shadow form for a turn, so you hadn't had a chance to swing it and
I
find
did
out.
not hear that. So.
Okay. Yeah, no, you do damage to it.
Son of a bitch.
I'm not crazy. I went into like really deep detail about it, didn't I?
I blame all of you. Blaming all of you.
We thought you were here, Lily.
I probably was here. I just didn't pay attention.
Okay. All right. You gonna move or do anything else?
How do we deal with shadows, guys?
Fire.
Yeah, fire. You've seen it done.
Don't
We
have
burn-
any. I'm naked.
Claire has been applying fire.
Light me on fire. I will attack them with my body.
To be fair, if you were on fire and tried to like hug this thing, you'd absolutely kill it.
Did you ever use that Molotov that was given to you last
She's
night?
naked.
Oh.
She's unable to like transform, like hold onto things with her sphincter or
Probably
something.
in my shredded clothes behind you.
Oh. Okay. New plan. Hand her a Molotov.
All right. The other possessing Strix is gonna take a fucking swing at you, and you have no defense right now, do you?
Right, because you tricked me into that.
Yeah. I was even sarcastic. I was like, "Oh, you should totally do that." But then you did it. I'm like, okay, cool. Your defense is now 0. Go ahead. 1, 2, 3. 3 hits. It's not the worst, honestly. You take a lethal and 3 bashing. And that's its turn. The Countess is like beefed like crazy. It doesn't really show because of the tiny frame, but when she used Vitae to essentially heal herself, she also spent it to increase all of her base stats, which is always the coolest fucking shit. So she went Tiny Hulk. Tiny Rick! 10. Is it 10 now? Yes. 1, 2 successes and 10 die. And one of them was a 10 again. So, I mean, actually, it's 2 successes and 11 dice just then. I mean, it penetrates, it's bashing, deals 3 lethal. But still, I feel kind of embarrassed for how much she's not just destroying everything she fights. Clay, you're up.
I'm gonna rummage through Kara's shredded clothing.
Sure, it's like right by the window. Give me a dexterity test. We'll just see if you're able to like get it to her in the same turn.
Just dexterity by itself. All right.
Yeah. Otherwise,
I mean,
you've got it, and unless you throw it yourself, like you'll have to hand it off to her, and then like that'll be the turn done.
You can just throw it.
It's blast 3. So what you'd need to do is like, I need to hand it off to you. You need to take a step back and you throw it in the corner or something, and you step right there because it'll hit here and it'll hit here, but it won't hit 4.
Yeah, just throw it in the corner. I don't care.
I mean, you could smash it against a wall, like technically blaster
Yeah.
is like that.
I'm
You'd be
gonna
fine.
yell.
There's a question as to whether you care, and also a question as to whether the spirits care. These are different
Yeah.
answers.
Oh yeah, of course. You're under a super oath where you cannot willingly do harm to another person. Yeah, no, she is.
Yeah,
She is
I'm under
absolutely
oath not
not
to
in a
attack.
position to throw a Molotov in that room.
Fair enough.
Yep, I'm not gonna do that, but I
Alright.
am gonna roll a dex check to see if I can hand this off to you.
Yep, in the exact same turn.
No
If
mods.
I had more rounds in Eru, I would just smash it on myself.
Oh, you just break it open on your own chest.
Nope.
No, okay, so it's going to be your whole turn handing it off to her. That's fine. You just don't get any extra things.
All right.
Unless you want to take a
So-
dramatic failure, I'll give you 4 beats.
No.
And drop it.
Are you sure you don't want to drop the Molotov?
That could actually work because then it's not your fault.
Yeah, but it would kill her. Claire would get fucked by a Molotov.
It depends on if
not
she
real.
dropped it on my side of the window or on hers.
I mean, it has much less of a chance in killing me than literally any other vampire, but no.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's slightly less bad for you, but it's still terrifyingly bad news. You like, sure, you could be next to fire and not freak out, unlike most other kindred. Being on fire, however, is an entirely different
Yeah.
story.
Well, it's not just that. I take less damage from fire. But
Okay.
anyways, I'm going to hand Kara off the Molotov.
Okay.
Molotov. Goddamn.
All right, that is your turn.
My turn.
All right, Handmaiden is gonna try and blast this thing down. She reloaded and it's been 2 shots since then. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Blammo! What the fuck? All right, she's gonna spend her 1 point of willpower. All right, cool.
There you go.
All right. She knocks this thing out of its corporeal shell. A heaving dog corpse drops to the ground, and a Strix shadow bursts from it, looking quite horrified. And Samos, give me a chance die.
Oh boy. Close, but no cigar.
Oh well, okay. You hunger for this thing, but there's no compulsion. Like nothing bad is happening. It looks like an easy, cheap meal to you, though. And the handmaiden is going to back up a step now, after having shot it again with another round of shotgun stuff. Alright. Possessing Strix is gonna try its fucking damnedest. Her defense is now way fucking higher than it was before. Oh, it gets 3. Still gets a hit. What the fuck? Deals 2 lethal. Alright, and then the Bleak Strix's turn. It laughs at you loudly after your sword has passed through it. And then is going to spit a column of nasty at you. One... 3 successes. Not as bad as it could be. You take 3 lethal.
Okay.
Like, if this thing rolls really high, then it can just fucking jib one of you. Like, drop a vamp into torpor.
It's doing pretty good on me. For lethal and 3 bashing on me right now.
True, but then your turn will roll around and you'll be okay again, right?
Yes.
You're a great...
Now, it doesn't say...
This is this thing.
It doesn't say when you regenerate.
It will be at your turn, I'm gonna say.
Yeah, on my turn, but at the end or at the beginning? Or can I choose?
End of your turn. I essentially flipped a coin. Alright, and the Strix Wolf is now a shadow. It is not a fast-moving shadow because it is a young Strix. Inside seems dangerous. With you are hella dangerous. It goes 3 meters directly up. And let's see here. Can it do anything? I don't think it can actually turn actions into movement, like extra movement. I think this thing literally just moves. Oh, it's the worst. Timothy,
Oh, wow.
there's a shadow 3 meters in the sky above you, trying desperately to get away.
It's actually a feature of the Garu form. That means if you're fighting, like, low power enemies, you don't even resolve it as normal combat.
Yeah, you just beef shit out.
Yeah, you know, you do a quick resolve for the combat as a whole.
Nice.
So, Tim's gonna raise his hand. The shadow sword is going to just break apart into ropes, and they're going to just wrap themselves around this Strix. Scream now.
Alright, so you...
Shan't save you.
You have your, I suppose, an attack plus 3 die.
Yep.
It would be
Right, it doesn't have
dexterity, weaponry, and yeah, dexterity, weaponry +3.
Yeah, it doesn't have any defense in this form, right?
It is too young to have defense in this form. I mean, it is enough. It's a net really, so we'll take away the damage factor for it, and you just have a success in capturing this thing. You haven't moved at all. You can probably make a strength athletics test to start like railing it in.
Sure. Shadow play dots in this, or
No, you're using main strength now. Fucking,
oops,
that's. I mean, I'll let you keep your
strength
dices.
weaponry, so
Yeah. Let's see here. What would be your deck? Sorry, your strength athletics, I guess. Whatever the fuck it
probably
is.
the first 3 dice.
I mean, it's. I mean,
You'll-
the third dice is a 10, which then became a. So I mean, it's still 4 successes. So congratulations. You pull it 4 meters, which is actually 1 meter more than enough. It is mano a mano with you again, and no longer flying. Kara, you are on your last turn of war form. You are holding a sword and a Molotov cocktail. What do?
Did Claire light the Molotov?
It's lit on the sides with storm matches.
Chuck it at the wall.
Sure. Pick a wall.
Whoosh.
That one. All right, cool. Yes, all 3 of you are bathed in flames.
Roll damage for anything.
I'm just
linked the thing.
checking how much it does. Oh, have you linked it?
I linked it. Molotov +1 damage, blast 3, force 2, thrown, size 2, incendiary.
Too many words at once. Oh, there we go. Yes.
Just scroll up, yeah. I don't know, I might be on fire.
Do I have to roll damage?
You aren't on fire. It's like it's being splashed against the wall physically, and you're on the other side of a window. Yes, you got to roll.
What do I roll?
Dexterity weapons.
Dexterity weaponry. I'm okay with that.
Figured as much. Sorry, it's dexterity athletics.
Damn.
Minus their defense, which his is, as a special nerd, is 1. He has a whole 1, guys, because he's really old. Hooray!
Any other bonuses?
No. Actually, no, you're hitting literally the broadside of a wall, so I'll give you a +1 to that.
Claire jiggles at you for inspiration.
Okay, so that is 3 successes, so it's 3 damage and a blast of 3 on fire.
And force 2.
And force 2. How does
force 2 does?
I don't know. I literally pulled that from Catherine Bowman's sheet that Scout gave me. Because she made 3 Molotov cocktails. She kept 2 and gave Kara 1.
I have no fucking idea. I looked it up and then got a thing that was sent my love of crime and Molotov cocktails. What the shit?
Find out next time on Bamsondy.
No.
There aren't even any grenades in the core book.
Yeah, no, this was a thingy-mabobber, whatever the fuck it was.
Hurt Locker?
Hurt Locker.
Yeah.
Hurt Locker. You
Molotov.
out up in the...
I wish I knew what force was. I think force is...
Force.
What the fuck is force?
Explosives. Force. All victims hit by an explosion suffer an additional damage based on its force rating. Roll force as an attack dice pool. Defense does not apply to this attack unless bolstered by supernatural speed. Mundane armor only counts as half its ballistic rating. Roll successful, add the explosives damage rating and automatic successes for additional damage.
Wow, Molotov is actually pretty fucking good as well then. Roll an extra 2 die. One more success, so it is 3 damage. And it's bad news bears for the shadow creature. Can you give me a test to see if you set yourself on like liquid flame? What would you like to use to try and avoid setting yourself on fire?
Dexterity. Probably athletics or composure.
Yeah, I can let composure happen as well, like just fucking wiping it off before it immediately catches to your flesh and fur.
Keeping my cool under fire.
Exactly, yes. I was gonna say, like, dexterity, I think the only time where you could probably say composure against being set on fire is when you're big and strong and you're being quick. Go ahead. Hey, would you like to take
willpower.
Oh. Oh. Would you like to take a dramatic failure for 2 beats?
I'm healing this at the end of the round.
The fire damage is going to happen for being on fire at the after you finished healing, I'm afraid.
I'm healing the main damage.
You are healing the main damage, and then you take what's
round.
being on fire.
Fuck it. Nobody else takes beats for critical failure.
Excellent. All right.
I will.
You gain 2 beats. At the end of your turn, you heal from your extra damage. You have the condition on fire. It's going to impose a -1 penalty on pretty much anything you do as your own burning fur, like just smoke gets in your face. Which is, as one would expect, quite distracting, and it will deal a point of lethal damage to you per turn until you put it out with a dexterity composure check. Which will take your entire turn, like movement and instant. Put another token on you. There's one for on fire. Fuck, why is there no good
They
tokens?
don't have any good
They have just fuck all
icons.
tokens.
They don't have, like, sleepy time thing or a health thing or fire.
The 4th row down next to wing.
Fourth row.
There you go. It looks like it's a bunch of leaves, but it looks vaguely like actually on fire. I'll give you that. Alright, cool. So that was probably an unpleasant situation for you to be in.
Well, before it's the end, before we go on to the next one, we gotta see if I can stay in Garu form.
Of course. Do you enter the Death Rage?
So I gotta choose whether I want to just shift down or roll resolve and composure to get 1 extra turn.
Oh yeah, this thing's damage.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try resolve and composure to get 1 extra turn.
Okay.
Oh, thank God.
Alright, 1 extra turn.
So now I am a flaming.
You are on fire, you are in war form, and you are very, very angry. Excellent. Alright, it's
Stop, drop, and roll, baby.
Now here's the thing. You're on fire. This Strix does not want to start punching you anymore. It's on its lethal boundary.
You fucking coward. Bring it.
I wish an intimidation test would work. You can roll a chance die to see if you can get it to keep fighting you.
Reflexive hug. Hug of opportunity.
No, okay. It does not want to keep fighting you. However, there's a thing that you can do that this thing has not actually been private to yet. It runs up to the door and, yep, slam.
Slam it in its face.
It scrabbles at the door, and it uses its action to desperately try to smash it down.
I will also lock it.
Yep.
Shuts, and then deadbolt just click.
Alright, cool. It's... Let's see here. A Molotov covers the ground in, like, liquid fire. I'm gonna, like, actually... This is probably down to a chance die for it to get free. No! Okay, its efforts trying to not smash this door.
Does it want to take a beat?
I mean, no.
It has no choice.
It has no choice. It always takes a dramatic failure. And it starts like battering at the door, and it somehow ends up like just essentially ends up in a fresh like pool of like burning petroleum, and it's gonna take damage from that Molotov again. Would you like to roll it, Lily?
Do I have to roll?
It's the force damage, so 2 die. It will always take 1, but it might take even more. Alright, it takes an extra, and it was already taken. Alright, good. It falls out of its burning corpse, but it's in a burning room, and it's freaking out. It is now also not able to get through this fucking door, after abandoning its body. Another body drops to the ground, this one humanoid except for its totally fucking destroyed right arm that had been writhing in shadows and meat. It lets out an alarmed hiss and starts, like, smashing ineffectually at the door. They're having a terrible time. You, the on-fire war-form werewolf between them and the only way out, the window. Neither of them are corporeal enough, and they're dealing with a room being on fire. They can't punch open a door. And trying to go through it would mean squeezing themselves down really small and moving less than a meter, essentially. They'd have to spend an entire turn between the door and the room. Totally attackable. And the Countess does another damage. Plus its thing. Oh my god. I'm giving you so many dice, you bitch. You adorable little bitch. Claire. Now, the room that you're looking into is very much getting on fire. How are you dealing with this?
I literally just typed that out.
A very human-looking Claire looks at the fire, the large naked on-fire werewolf, and considers the choices that led her here. Do you have to make a test against freaking the shit out of a burning building? Nope, okay.
No, I have peace with the red. What's it called? Hang on, it's got a cool name. Conquer the red fear.
Yep. You ain't afraid of no commies.
Yeah. Do you need help, Kara, or should I? I'm just gonna shoot the thing.
Shoot him.
It's just face on. His face so on fire.
Don't take this the wrong way, but you really should roll around in the dirt.
When they're dead.
Hey!
You kill this fucking shadow with your fiery bullets.
One fiery bullet. I can
Well,
fire
bullet.
times.
Yes. Plink! Like, it's been shot at before. It didn't know what to expect when that fire seems to, like, cut a burning hole through its essence. It's like ethereal hands start grasping at this hole that's still growing ever wider and wider, like just destroying them from the inside out. And then shadows start to break away. Timothy, you felt it before when, like, you know, a generally sort of mook grade Strix died. When you feel this, there's like a physical backlash. Like, it rolls through you and you see it expressed in this same creature before you. It looks horrified and you feel... You aren't sure. How do you feel? Are you just as scared? Or are you like glorious? Are you lurid?
Yeah, this is a sort of terrified ecstasy.
Yes, the beast within you is two beasts these days. Well, it's more than that even. It's more like one main essence, one ego and one half essence. So I mean, they are horrified. You feel their terror run through you with an electric thrill, but adrenaline soon pushes that away with the excitement of the moment. Good job, Claire. You don't kill the big bitch. I mean, a lot of it was the on fire werewolf, but you know, you did good. Good job.
I helped.
I'm helping. That thing is fucking dope. Handmaiden.
Unfortunately, it then becomes an Eldrazi, and it's less dope.
Oh no, no, poor Eldrazi. I'm getting a bad rap. She would help you with this thing, Timothy, but it would involve swapping to her SMG's incendiary rounds, and you're right in its face. And she's already discovered that you aren't the biggest fan of fire. She does not. She will take aim, and if it breaks away from you, she says she will shoot it. Alright, and this thing will chance die at the Countess. The Bleak Strix is removed. It is dead. It scatters and becomes nothing. Timothy, this thing is right up in your fucking face hole.
Yep. Is it? Oh, it's too weak. It's too young to try to escape, isn't
Correct. It can't beat the like if you when you tried to pull it in, you got 0 successes, then it means you wouldn't be pinning it down very hard. But in this case, you have a success because you rolled 4, which means you moved it 3 meters and then had 1 left over. It literally just it can't do it. It is not solid enough.
So I think what I'm gonna do is give a little smack into the shadow ropes, and then use it as a giant club and hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker.
Or what? You're gonna like just loop it up and then just huck it through the window?
Yep.
Okay.
Dexterity weaponry.
In this case, it's just literally a thrown weapon, so does dexterity, athletics.
Okay. And 3 shadow poke.
Yes, yes, you get your play dice. Not that you needed them. Your successes are all happening in like the fucking former portion of your dice. Yeah, you gained 2 successes and hit this thing with a Beast of Shadow, and it was already on lethal. It has a damage type of just +1 because of its size, which drops into aggravated. So it is hit by this roiling mass of shadows, and it looks almost as though you pushed it out of its corpse. And I'm gonna make a quick test to see if it gets tangled up in its companion. He gets tangled up in his companion. They are technically occupying the same space. I'll just put him there. Well, I guess over there. Good job, Timothy. You hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker so hard it kicked the motherfucker out of the motherfucker's body. Kara, you're up. You're on fire. You're in the soft rage. Do you spend your turn resolve composuring?
Well, I get this turn. I got this turn.
Oh, okay, right.
There's no point in getting it rolling for an extra turn.
And then not doing the turn. Of course. Of course. That makes a lot of sense. Yes, sorry.
I am on fire.
Yes.
How about this?
Uh-huh.
How about I tackle this guy, land out in the hallway, close the door behind me, and roll around with him to put myself out while I'm still,
How much
Fiery
movement do you
hugging
have in
guy.
just like meters? How many can you devote to a turn? Probably a shit ton, I know.
Uh, let's see. Garu adds dex and for speed. Unless that dex, so might already be 17 speed, 17
Okay.
meter, or
You
whatever it is, yards.
yeah. Even if I were to take like a shit ton of movement away from you just because you're doing the inefficient motion of rolling around, you still got enough to like haul this guy about. All right. First up, make I guess a attack roll with like no weapon bonuses or anything.
Right. Strength and athletics.
Yeah,
Grab.
strength, athletics, plus your like wolf and possession bonuses, minus the -2 for being on fire.
That's +1. Oh,
Fucking did it! You got a dramatic. I was gonna say like you get to roll around. It does not put you out. No, you got a dramatic success. Okay, so here's how this is going to go down. You are going to be able to charge into it and open the door. You can choose any of these squares to end up in, and then you can describe to me how this beast made of shadow is destroyed by you as you roll around with it.
so I get it into bear hug, and since I was facing the blast, most of the fire is on my chest.
Yeah.
So I roll around with it, putting out the small fires on my back until it's just gone, and then roll over onto my stomach
All right. So this thing, like,
as it's just scrabbling to get away.
yeah, this thing is, it is not even corporeal, but it has to move away from fire. So as you like charge this thing, it's almost like you're shepherding it further in towards like the horrifying nightmare that is the rest of your body because your arms reach out ahead of you, and it can't squeeze past your body or like break itself apart. So like this entire time it feels like you're hugging nothing and rolling around in nothing, but this thing is reacting as though you're smashing it to pieces with your body, and then you lie down on it and you feel it extinguished. Much like your chest with a dramatic success, you are no longer on fire. And you destroy Strix by body slamming it, essentially.
I look back through the door at Claire and give her a thumbs up,
It is a
and then
smoking...
I shift down.
I was gonna say, it's in Wasu'im, you shift immediately into form and remain in that form for the duration. So from modified form of the Gai's Rage, if you fail a resolve composure for taking any other actions, you enter a Basu'im. So now, roll resolve composure.
I attacked though.
Yes.
Counts.
I mean... calling it an attack is still the...
I killed something.
You did, you killed a thing. Alright.
Do I still have to roll?
Let's have a look here. I'm pretty sure, yeah. Instead of attacking, you can roll resolve composure as an instant action to get breathing space. Each success resists on the roll to resist offers them a turn of lucidity. If you roll an exceptional success, you can end the Wasu'im. You remain in Wasu'im for
action. So
yep, you remain in Wasu'im for a length of time determined by your harmony. If you haven't pulled themselves out, you enter Basu'im. Alternatively, you can enter it voluntarily at any time during Wasu'im.
So every round in Wasu'im, you have to attack something,
Right.
or try and get
Yeah.
yourself.
Try and get your shit together. Okay.
So I just entered Wasu'im at the end of my turn anyway.
Okay. You let it go.
Can't hold it back anymore.
Holding it back anymore. And the Countess is looking at it being
Wrong
entirely of
melody.
shadow. And it has no defense, and she's beefed up, so that is now a shit ton of dice. Check this shit out. It's probably still going to be a worthless attack. It is pretty bad. It's less bad now. She kills it. You feel their deaths, Timothy, like one after the other. They are now dropping like flies about you. You feel like their presence is like dissipate, like tremors in the night. And I'm gonna have to ask you to make a resolve composure test, please.
Okay. Any mods?
No. You make it. Okay. You are not shaken in horror by like this just constant barrage against your psyche. If ever you could imagine a bird in a cage, it would be the essences of the Strix just smashing around on the confines of your mind. Claire, that room looks really on fire.
Huh, it's my turn now. Kara, I'm gonna go around. I don't think I can. I mean, while fire doesn't bother me as much, it's still fire. I'm just gonna go this way
Thumbs up.
through the door. All right. I think I have movement of 9, so 1, 2, 3, 4. You can double move, right?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm just going to. This door's open? Oh no, this door's closed.
No, this door is closed by Kara power.
Okay, so I just moved 4, so
Yep, one more.
well no, I moved 9 and then 4, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Cool. You see Timothy, he looks a little bit winded, almost.
Hi Tim, we killed a couple of Strix in the back. Kara lit herself on fire and then, put out her fire on a Strix. It's pretty cool.
I have the last here.
Yeah, the handmaiden looks distinctly impressed with Timothy. She did hit another motherfucker with another motherfucker. It was pretty cool. On her turn, she will peek in through like the window and realize that, shooting at that thing risks setting fire to the Countess, and she is unable to do anything about it. She will perform the same action of she will shoot it if it tries to get away. You're gone. The Strix Wolf is no longer being held down, but it is trapped in a net. It will try a wriggle away. It gets a success. However, its entire turn is spent getting unnetted, essentially, and moving a meter. Does it even move a meter? No, it doesn't. So it's still stuck there on the spot. Does no longer bound up in your shadows, and as you have released them, they do not appear to be coming to your beck and call. In fact, yes, the moment they pass the threshold of this window, your grasp on like just the shadows around here is tenuous. Not that anyone is taking it away from you, but in that they are so unstable, you just can't seem to hold on to them. It is your turn. This is where you need to learn the complex matrices of forming a gun out of shadow and shooting bullets. Alright, I need this shadow gunpowder, I need these shadow casings, and...
I mean, even if I did that, then they'd stop being effective mid-flight, probably.
Well, I mean, this thing traveled mid-flight. Admittedly, like, an attack happens in a really seriously short period of time.
Oh, I am going to try to gather up some more shadows to form, like, throwing knives, I guess.
Okay. All right. You've like drawn from the shadows around here already quite recently, but you didn't, secure your control over them. You're able to essentially like form one dagger in your hand, but some part of you reached out towards this just like fucking shadow mess. Essentially, is the best way to describe it, and it just fucks up your concentration. You are holding one completely formed dagger, however.
Well, if I can throw it in the same turn, then.
Yep. Dexterity athletics minus its defense of 0. So dexterity athletics +1. Well, that hurt it quite a bit. Here's the condition this fucker is in. Just dealt 5 damage to this guy. Very nice. Kara, you're up.
Let's see. Can I charge past this Evelina? Or
Well, I mean, you can
hop
move.
over her?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's more like you can just leap her. She's not a tall girl.
And that thing is shadowy.
It is made of shadow.
Shite. Watcha. Watcha. All I need to do is attack it. So.
Yep. It will do
all I
damage.
need to do. Yeah. Does it have a defense?
Defense is 0.
How?
Alright. You deal unaggravated damage. He's got 2 aggravated damage left before he is destroyed. And the Countess will attempt to do that. I was like, if she fails with that many fucking dice, I'm gonna be so annoyed.
She's got 4. It's fine.
Yeah, she got 4 successes. It is destroyed! Gone.
Thumbs up. Is that all of them?
I don't know. Let's find out. And
Timothy, even as they ask that question, is that all of them? You feel just a stillness. Like, the inside of your body feels like a battered cage. Like, this ego is pressing up against you, horror and fear, but, like, that turbulence in the shadows is starting to drift away, and you don't feel any presence around you.
I'm gonna sniff.
The echoes of their deeds will remain for some time, but they themselves are gone.
I assume I feel the same thing.
Yours was your beast hackles, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you can sense no one who wants to do you any harm anymore.
No. We should be fine. Though...
The land here feels like a sickness. It's a potent nexus of potential energy, but it feels like a sickness nonetheless.
Though, with that done, Timothy?
Yes.
As the scholar of the Order Dracul, I claim this worm's nest for the Defiant. Does the First Order contest? First Estate, sorry. Star Wars.
We offer no claim of contestation, though as our efforts were expended in claiming it. We are a request, but if such a time arises as we need its resources, there is due consideration given.
Of course, and I am a Gonestes, so I preserve knowledge for all kindred.
All right, you guys deal with your fancy schmancy.
Yeah,
Pretty stuff.
the countess is like looking at you. Surely it's very inconvenient for your clothes to keep exploding. And even as she says that, you can see that her wounds are sort of slowly knitting themselves closed. But then she, like, you'd swear it's like a stomach grumble. I'm hungry.
Alright. Hey, Scout, what time is it?
It is 2 a.m.
Well,
Alright.
if you're claiming this place, you should know it's on fire. Whole place is probably going to go up if you let it burn.
Yeah, that should
Sure.
probably be.
The whole
That should,
place is going to go up if you let it burn.
that should
Haven't
probably
had much
be.
of a chance to talk, actually.
That should probably be taken care of, but a worm's nest won't be dissipated just by the physical building burning down. But I should probably go throw some dirt on that.
When you like go back around to peek into it, the room is so fucking on fire. It is like leaking out into the corridors.
Alright.
Or
The door there got smashed open. Sorry, no, it didn't get smashed.
no,
You just
I
opened
opened
it.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The door closes itself. However, the door is on fire.
Yeah, Claire shrugs.
Yeah, I'm gonna get out of this building. I'm gonna go into sniff mode.
A worm's nest isn't destroyed just because, like, the physical buildings, it's like a tear in magic, and a lot of bad things happened here, so, and I'm not going to try to put it out. I'm not that dumb, and I'm assuming that we don't just carry around fire extinguishers.
No, that would be a bit much.
Alright. So, Claire's
and also,
going to...
no emergency services are going to come here until it burns
Yep.
out.
Yep, so Claire's gonna step up to the side and call Antoinette.
Now, is my totem satisfied?
Yes, you feel it, like, essentially ebb out of you. Anyone with a sight for spirits would be able to see like this sort of like milky whiteness climbing out of you, and then like feathers cascading to the ground around you, and it departs. Apparently, quite satisfied.
Suppose that's it for the Strix then.
The Countess turns around. It is possible that one or two remain, but with this nest very much burned down, they will be getting the hell out of this place. Yes.
My totem seems satisfied that we have destroyed them.
Fair enough. I don't know how picky totems are. She'll shrug. Alright, Claire, it was Antoinette you were calling, yes?
Yes.
Claire, I had been hoping to hear from you.
The Strix have been purged, and the First Estate did not contest our claim to the Worm's Nest.
Excellent. Do tell me of this worm's nest. You'd think that she would be excited about the Strix part. She dives right into like, ooh, the worm's nest.
I'm afraid that right now, by the time that we manage to come here, it will be burned down, but this was an apartment block.
I see.
Yeah, the energy should remain, but to destroy the Strix, we had to deploy, well, incendiary weapons.
Incendiary werewolves.
Incendiary weapons.
Yeah, the werewolf might have slightly set herself on fire and killed one by hugging it to death. It was very interesting to watch.
That... I confess, I'm not one for physical encounters, but that does actually sound quite interesting.
And now all of the vampires in the city know not to fuck with me.
Yeah, it's just like, this might be a chic thing now, trying to like see people go, ooh, it's a brutish violence, how exciting.
Yeah, I would suggest we not upset the werewolves. They seem quite hard to kill.
We have
In any event,
our agreements with them regardless, as long as we don't go pissing in their trees, they won't go drinking our meals, so to speak.
well, the building itself, unless you wish to, force emergency services to come here into a dead zone and put it out, or send members of the order, the building's, well, at least wooden parts, will be, ash, but the energies of the Strix left behind will still be there for our researchers.
Indeed, and I imagine they would have picked such a location because it was already a rather potent nexus of, I would assume, misery, hatred, pain, magic, all that kind. Sending the emergency services to an abandoned place after I assume guns were fired, yes, loud, obvious combat. Emergency services would certainly not go to such a place, and I think that letting it burn down is less suspicious.
If indeed. Um, Aside from that, I know I'm been looking for a place to found a chapter house, a worm's nest in particular. This would not be one of them. And then I'm going to tell her where it is.
Yep, she will cross that information and see about having a few sorcerers take a peep.
See,
So,
yeah,
hmm?
what you got to do is get into the real estate business and take over the area.
You assume they haven't already done that? Well, no, actually they haven't. Someone else has. This area is owned by someone.
So, yes, I will continue in my search for a place to build a proper chapter house, but other than that, we have a worm's nest under the Defiance control.
Very good, Claire. Very good indeed.
Alright. If there's nothing more, I kind of want to go home now.
I imagine so. It must be wonderful that being next to burning buildings does nothing for your nerves. I would find quite a thing most unpleasant.
Yes, and now my dress smells like smoke.
Truly unfortunate.
Happens when you live with a smoker.
Alright. Good day. Well, good night, anyways.
Indeed. Farewell. She pauses and, like, you'd swear she's just like, how the fuck do I turn this off again? And then there's a click.
Damn. Newfangled phones.
Damn you. What happened to our old-fashioned, they were good enough for us, man who runs really fast with a letter?
I prefer the Pony Express.
I
Telegram
preferred
fancy enough.
I preferred the fast-running black man to send all of my messages, obviously.
Back in my day, we used smoke signals. That's why everything smelled like smoke.
I don't really know much. I and Claire don't really know much about her background. She might be old enough to have used smoke signals. We may never know.
And I'll never tell.
Vampires sending smoke signals is just the worst thing. Ah!
Yeah, no, she probably wouldn't have been... What does that signal say? Oh, it says oops. How do you know? Because I can see the on-fire vampire running around in circles from here.
Well, before she was embraced, but...
Yeah. This would have been pre-embrace.
Alright. Well, as fun as this has been, I need to go home. Thank you for coming along, Countess. And Kara, your help was of... you were of immeasurable help. Thank you.
Not a problem.
Also, I was quite impressed with the being on fire and hugging a Strix to death. That was
quite good, wasn't it? Can't wait to tell the boys about that. Maybe I'll actually get a werewolf name then.
Yeah. I'll have to start pulling out some old language stuff, because it needs to obviously be something along the lines of the fire hugger. I don't know.
It's gotta be like modern werewolf names are just like nicknames, really.
Well, you helped out.
But it would definitely be related.
You helped out quite a bit. You have my number. If you ever need a favor in return, I will do what I can. I'll see you at the Elysium, Timothy.
Yes. It has been a pleasure to hunt with you.
And with you. And I'm going to take a cab home.
Yep, the handmaiden and Avelina will join you. The handmaiden is looking in far worse states. She can't, like, heal as hard as the countess can. You'll have to travel a little bit to get a ride. You sort of came in from further away on your cars.
I actually forgot how we got here. I got dropped off at a meeting point, and then I have no idea how we got here after that.
You were dropped off at the edge here by cars that were all like left parked up and hidden, and then you walked into address from URS.
Well, I was dropped off by cab.
Yeah, no, you were dropped off by.
No, they.
Oh, it was a cab.
They
Yeah.
stayed behind. Yeah.
We met up at Full Sail, where Claire came by cab, and then Claire got in one of our cars.
Right.
Trip.
Yeah, and we have the Pets and Wintermobile, which is Kara's ride.
Okay, so I do have my own car.
Yeah, your car's there, also with your spare clothes.
Alright, I'll pad over to it and we'll form.
Yep.
All right.
And get dressed and drive off.
I have some stuff I want to do when I get home, but I need to be right back. So.
Werewolf name, you say? Burned like grease. Dances with Crispies. Yeah, congratulations. You guys wiped out the Strix Nest.
So far.
Yeah.
They're still alive. But my totem is satisfied, so.
Yeah, your totem, it seems like its aspiration has been fulfilled on your behalf. Its possession of you has ceased. I mean, honestly, kudos all around, I guess. Let's see here. Timothy.
Yes.
If your heart could pound, it would be doing so. As it is right now, you're sort of coming down from the wash of... Suppose the wash of battle. The presence in your mind feels sad and goes quiet. The quietest it's been since you've picked it up.
Tim will cock his head and hum slightly.
Yep.
You never sort of confused hum people do. Yeah, that one.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back. Yes, the presence goes quiet. And you are left in peace. You're left in peace by the shadows. Until next you use them, of course. Okay. Alright, and so, Kara's probably going to be the first to get back to any kind of vehicle, what with the being in walk form, unless you're sort of just walking with the others as you head towards where your cars are parked.
Whichever. Walk with the others.
Sure. You know, just a couple of, like, you know, smoke-singed people toting guns walking down the street with their gigantic wolf.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, in fact, could all of you roll me a chance die, please?
Oh boy.
Hang on. Friggin' someone made another channel in Fen Chat, now it's popping up on my goddamn... Get out of here.
Mute.
I just
Yeah,
mute the entire channel.
yeah, I did. Yeah, I was just doing that. Alright, chance die...
Fuck is art showcase.
Hey! I'm not sure if that's good. Also, DCL, are you still here? Well,
No, he's not.
I'm still
oh, there
here.
he is.
I was muted.
okay. I was just wondering in like the small lull we have, literally the only thing I like, that comes out of Japan are kitsunes. Is Tokyo Ravens any good? You're a weeaboo.
Complete weeboo.
Do you know that show? Is it okay?
Tokyo Ravens, is that a show?
Yep. I was
I've
wondering
not
if you'd
seen-
heard of it. Okay, never mind then.
The only new animes I've watched this season have been a few ones, but not that one.
Okay. So my 10. Okay. Nothing happens.
Yeah, no. The 10 means like no one fucking bothers you guys.
Okay.
Like a 10 on your part would have gone against a 1 on someone else's. Essentially, it was just like don't fail really hard, and like you won't attract the worst attention ever on your way back to the cars. You were in a really, really nice dress, Claire. You might have to get a new one after this.
Well, I smell kind of bad, but I never got hit, and I was outside the entire time.
This is true, but you were also blushed up, so you're doing things like like sweating. And
Yeah, it needs to go to the cleaners.
It needs to go to a dry cleaner at the very least, yeah.
Yep.
But it's a very beautiful dress, like plunging neckline, all that goodness.
Yep.
Picked by someone with an actual taste for clothing and parties and stuff.
Yep. So, I'm just gonna go straight home.
Excellent. Yep. Kari, make us your card is fine. It is unmolested. You're able to, pull on some clothes. I believe you had like backup trackies for when you inevitably burst out of everything else. Right?
Oh no.
Yep. What?
Your backup clothes, I take it it's just like tracksuit and stuff.
Just shirt, pants.
Yeah, fair.
Just like the same clothes that she buys in bulk.
Just get them from, okay, by the case.
Doesn't bother with underwear because fuck, have you tried buying like good underwear? They're expensive.
Yeah.
You can't get that shit in bulk if you want any, guarantee of quality.
It's very true. Your backup clothes are a pair of purple shorts. Look at these sweet daggy board shorts.
I don't want to alarm you, son, but you got a condition.
A condition.
Yeah, Mer's got it.
Hey, I did. I get you.
I get your funny. I don't get your funnies.
The Avengers.
Oh.
When the Hulk fell through the ceiling.
Falls down from the sky into like an abandoned warehouse, and the security guard. It's like, son, you got a condition.
Yep. Goodness me.
Yep.
We made Mers watch the entirety of the Marvel lineup.
Oh, you monsters!
Yeah, it was good.
There's gonna be some good in there, but I'm sure that most of that's fucking travesties.
Most of it's good.
No?
Really?
The Marvel Cinematic Universe is really well done. There were a couple bad
worst ones,
Okay,
but,
okay,
like,
so after-
still kind of overall good movies.
There you go.
Massive drops in quality.
I forget when it. Oh yeah, it started after the Thor movie. The Marvel Cinematic Universe has been pretty spot on. Even the movies where people don't really like them, they judge them within like views of Marvel Cinematic. Like when people say Thor 3 wasn't that good, they mean that wasn't that good
Thor
for
2.
a Marvel movie. Like Thor 2 or 3 or whatever. They're
3
talking
isn't
about
out yet.
Iron Man 3?
You said Thor 3.
Oh, sorry, I meant Iron Man. Like when people say Iron Man 3 isn't that good or something, they usually mean within the standards of a Marvel film. Because if you compare them to like, say, a DC film, anything from Marvel fucking kicks that shit.
Sorry, Claire.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Tangent wrapped up. Is this where Claire in sexy dress attempts to flirt with the Bork?
No, that would never work. It's already been like said out of things. Even though I smell human, I still smell like human and death. So
You smell like a human who's done a lot of rubbing up on some corpses.
Well, right now I smell like burnt hair. So
Right now you got your best odds before sense of smell comes back. What did you do? Fucking a barn fire? You smell awful.
you got the barn fire, right? I did fuck some things.
Things got fucked. You want some fuck?
anyways, Claire's like fairly certain that werewolves don't like banging vampires. She's taken off. She's got some things to do.
Yeah, alright, so where are you going to?
I'm going home.
Yay!
I'm going to Disney World.
I'm gonna go home and go see Catherine and Aurora.
Yeah, they are both now currently home, although Catherine is like on a spare bunk in like the middle room just snoring. There is a few empty wine bottles. Aurora is lounged out on a long chair reading from what you can only assume is just some other ancient fucking tome.
Well, I'm back. Killed all of the Strix. Oh, and a story I'm not going to get tired of telling anytime soon. A werewolf lit herself on fire and then hugged a Strix to death with it.
Aurora like narrows her eyes, and you can
Okay,
hear.
so that actually did happen.
Yeah.
I was there for when Third
I
was
did.
about doing that, and I didn't think it would actually
It
happen.
was not a joke. I
Yeah,
did it.
she hurled a Molotov cocktail at the wall and got caught in the splashback, chose the dramatic failure for being on fire, and then used it to, stop, drop, and roll on top of a Strix and kill it.
Oh
Thanks
my
to an
god.
exceptional success. Yep.
Yep, it was an
Well, that
exceptional
happened.
success, so it went really well.
I assumed once we got out of combat that I was able to exit West Museum pretty easily. I did have 5 minutes to do it. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yes.
keep
Aurora
going on tangents.
Yeah. Aurora seems surprised and she'll shut the book. Did you set the werewolf on fire, or?
No. I gave her a Molotov, she threw it against a wall, and then the backblast caught her. But she was also about... Wait, how tall are you in Warform?
Like 7 foot, 8 foot.
She was also like 7.5 feet tall and covered in fur, and she seemed fine afterwards.
She doesn't really seem to know how to respond.
Yep. On my list of things not to do is tangle with werewolves.
I will take note.
Also, I'm not sure if you can smell it. I'm not sure how acute your senses are, but I was very close to the building that burned down. So I'm sorry, but this dress needs to go to professional cleaners.
She nods slowly. My sense of smell may not be as good as yours, but I can certainly smell exertion and fire.
Yeah, and Claire's just gonna begin taking off her clothes and just So, aside from that, I did need to talk to Catherine. How long has she been up?
She'll glance at her watch. You had to go across town, get a taxi. It's probably like 2:45 in the morning.
No, not me. Catherine. She was still talking to Herrera. She said, she'd take off her clothes and then addressed to Herrera, how long has Catherine been asleep? I need to talk to her. Well, awake anyways that day.
That was me doing the maths of...
okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Sorry.
How long did
Misunderstood.
you get home?
For a few hours, I believe. We've had her on a few night excursions, so her sleep cycle is thrown out again. She'll wave offhandedly.
Hmm. Well, I had hoped that we could properly reward her for the other night, but I think I should let her sleep. Maybe tomorrow.
You glance, you can still hear.
All right. Um, I need to. Okay, so Claire's going to write her a note. Um, if she needs if she needs money tomorrow for what I'm going to ask her to do, just take it out of my bank account.
Sure,
If
Crocobrow.
if I'm not around. I seem to be getting in firefights a bit more than I'd like, so I'm going to pick up a weapon that's slightly better than this, just in case I ever need to do this again.
That would be advisable. More advisable would, of course, not be getting into firefights. I'm hoping with these Strix dealt with, things will settle down somewhat.
I very much prefer not to, but it's better safe than sorry.
Understandable.
She's going to write down a note on somewhere Claire will, Catherine will see it. It
Forehead.
just says, yeah, well, or like, her phone, or like on the front of her phone.
Yep.
Just like, Catherine, please pick me up in, well, she'll have like done like research in the car, and MPX SD, the integrally suppressed variant, please. And I did look this up beforehand, so I do
Okay.
have the wealth for this.
Okay, cool.
And incendiary rounds for it. Also, talk to me tomorrow night before you take off. And aside from that, Claire is going to change into something more comfortable and
nudity.
start writing. Yes, is going to start writing a research paper.
Excellent. Okay.
Going to be entitled "On Strix" and is going to contain all she knows about Strix and how to fight them from all of the. A few sessions ago when I completed research defenses on Strix.
Yes. I still have that handout for that.
Yep. She's going to combine what she knows about her defenses with her knowledge of how to kill them from like the times that
Step
she's
1,
fought them over and
Molotov
over.
cocktail. Step 2, Wolf.
Yeah, and
Step
just
3, flaming werewolf.
and one of the things she'll point, despite the fact that she's going to be very vague about everything because she intends to have this published, and she's going to have this published anonymously just in case Strix ever gets a hand on it. She doesn't want to be hunted down by other Strix for writing the How to Kill Strix handbook.
Yeah. They've been spooked out of San Pasado and are even right now flocking out, but I imagine a big, very, very old Strix, if it got hold of this information, would probably, take the trip into San Pasado to geek you and leave again.
So I was very carefully going to not mention where this place was, if a werewolf was involved, stuff like that. But we'll point down notes like, "Hey, magic swords not as useful as you'd think. Stick with fire." And so, other than that, yeah, I assume that'll take a few hours. Do you want me to make a roll for that, or because I'm a, professor, I can just do this?
I mean, it's probably going to take you longer than a few hours if you're doing a proper fucking thing. It's going to be like the work of a few days.
Yeah, but to start work on this anyway. But did you want me to make a roll for it, like Intelligence Academia, or no?
You know what? Yeah, we'll put it to a roll. Based on your successes is essentially how quickly you'll get it done, and some stuff might happen if you succeed real hard.
What?
Bravo.
Oh well, it's gonna take me forever.
This is going to take you a long ass fucking time. Like, you get started on it and you're like, I have a lot of hyperbole right now. Fuck.
Or I've been fighting for 3 days straight.
And I'm really worried about Rose.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, because that's gonna come up in a bit. And aside from that, before she goes to bed, she's going to go up to Aurora. Have any of your agents found any traces about Rose?
Herrera will look up from the book she'd returned to. Say third, it's been like a few days. She's got a pretty reasonably decent network of people. Do you want to throw in a rumor?
Depends on who she's asking.
Well, she's asking Herrera, and Herrera has a large number of ghouls who are particularly good at what they do. So they're able to do the daytime and the nighttime looking.
Okay. Rose was spotted in werewolf territory.
Huh. I guess it's
Some point in the past few days.
I guess it's fortuitous that I have werewolf contacts. A werewolf contact now. I don't know where the other one took off to.
What other one? You're
Dead.
imagining things.
It's just random drones that fell from the sky.
Yeah, his own drone exploded and killed him.
Hey, this isn't Jeanette. She doesn't randomly think of things. She doesn't hallucinate as much. All right.
As much?
So other than that, that'll be Claire's night. I think that's. Yep, I needed. Yep.
Yeah. The reality is Joseph, when she moved on to like indoor fighting where he couldn't really help, at the same time he got a call from his pack. He had to go attend to some important business and left in a hurry.
Alright, so that's Claire for this night. She has plans for the next, but...
Excellent. Say, Kara.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you go after you've, gotten dressed and ready?
I'm heading back to the pack, to the lodge.
Alrighty. Doodle-doodle-doo.
I am going to go tell them all about taking on the Strix. No, fuck you. Fuck you, get out of here. Get out of here.
I kept trying to ping him, but this guy wasn't paying any attention.
I know.
You gotta say it out loud.
Yeah, you gotta be like, no, Nick, go away. Grow again another day.
Because I was just hovering over Claire's place, and I just saw him. I was just waiting for him to get big enough to overcome at least one square.
If you manage to find him before he starts to enlarge, you get a beat.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
I'm gonna have to up this. It's like you're gonna go into a map background that's just lots of Nick Cage faces, like unnaturally lapped around. You have to find the one that's actually the token layer.
Oh no, it's a bunch of Nick Cage faces, but you give us a movie, and we gotta find the right face from the right movie.
Oh. No, they're also all of just different sizes. There will be one that's continually growing though.
There you go.
There you have it. So yes, you are able to return to the pack bar. It is 2:45 in the morning, so it is very late. The Silver Lodge is doing okay.
Just okay.
Well, I mean, it's gotten late. Like party time is like 2 a.m. There are still some people hanging around, but they're starting to make their filterances. Let's see here.
Any woofs?
There are a couple of woofs about. It looks like there are some who like essentially fell asleep in front of a fireplace. And there are a few that are essentially paying their tab and getting ready to leave. There is one person stood at the Silver Lodge bar, and it is... Which of the couple is it? The Wolf-Bloodeds. Right now, it is the husband.
I'll hold on to my story then. wait until tomorrow.
Yeah, when you can do a proper storytelling, like, because there is a special art to storytelling, and that's having the right crowd at the right time, and then also having to have one of the werewolves who do like the mysterious show along thing where they use spirits and memories and stuff and start like generating like an artistic picture. It starts to look like some Pocahontas shit around you. Yeah, right now it's not the right crowd for the tale. Yeah, it's not the right. You haven't got the right crowd for a really good tale telling, because part of getting your name is also, making it a story worth hearing again and again.
Well, I'll stay at the. I'll get a room. Probably sleep until like 9 or 10 at night.
Yep. Yeah, the guy there. There's a streak of silver in his beard, much like the name of this establishment. It's not like a long scraggly beard or anything. Like it's cropped close to his chin, and you can see that there's like probably like shoulder length braided hair, done up all very much Celtic style. Oh, Waikara, you've been around here for quite a few whiles now.
Hi.
The missus was saying you were down here a bit ago with that the new girl as well, who seems to be making a bit of a name for herself.
That she has. Don't know where she is right now though.
Well, she was doing this spirit singing thing earlier on, so I imagine after getting high off of her gourd, she's probably just sleeping it off.
Ah, what room's she in?
That's a good question right there. And he will like walk you around to the other end of, like, the bar extends around to like a front of house, so without even leaving the counter, you can just go to the front of the building of the bed and breakfast part. It's quite a nice layout essentially. And he goes over the room keys. It's looking like she's in room 3 right now. Let's see here. She doesn't have company. Yeah. Alright, sure, spare key. He will reach beneath the counter and flip it over to you.
Thank you much.
Alright, you have yourself a good one.
Sleep the day away.
Sure, just sleep, huh?
It has been quite a night, let me tell you. And I'll tell you tomorrow.
Do you want me to, grease a few palms, see if a few more extra ears will be turning up round night then?
If you'd like to, it's a good story.
Oh, anything for a good story. You have yourself a good one, Kara.
Good night to you as well.
He'll give you a wink and then walk back around to the bars facing.
And I will go up to the room or over to the room.
Sure.
Catch a shower. Just like the quickest fucking shower.
Yeah. Just to try and get the smell of burning out of you, perhaps.
Exactly. Thank God I didn't shift back into human form while I was on fire.
Oh, yeah, that would have been awful, frankly. Just awful.
Yeah.
Yep. Take lethal damage.
No, I was taking lethal damage anyway.
They're taking lethal damage anyway. It's more the leaving permanent burns all over your front.
Not permanent. That
Well,
heals.
okay, yes, you would heal, but it would still be very unpleasant. Very, very, very unpleasant.
Might have lost some hair. Would have been a problem.
That would have been.
And I did not make a pact with her. No.
Oh, okay.
2 people is not a pack.
Well, you can start.
I mean, if we're a lesbian couple, we could adopt a bunch of cats.
One
we could have a pack.
is the loneliest number. It's the loneliest number. It's the number 1. Starts playing from like they've got one of those little shower radios.
2 can be as bad as 1.
A lot of that song is actually really shit. It's just that part that's memorable.
That's the only part of the song I know.
Oh, it is fucking miserable.
Like, even with somebody else, you're just alone.
Yep.
Yeah.
time to reduce all of my ability scores back down.
Yeah, oh, you got so wickedly jacked. Yeah, like while you're showering, like Ilthea wakes up. And sort of stumbling up to the door, yawning. You can see like her eyes are just like red from ingesting fuck knows what while she was doing some spirit journey shit.
Coyote.
Yeah.
Ayahuasca.
Yeah. And she was firing ancient Chinese siege artillery, the Huacha.
But no, ayahuasca, it's great.
I'll take your word for it.
I assume. I haven't tried it. I haven't tried it. I want to.
I mean, none
peyote,
of you did it. Yeah, peyote, you've done a bunch.
Yeah. Ayahuasca, I have not.
Yep. And she will probably join you in the shower and then stand there for at least a few minutes with just her face in the water. And then her face in you. Hooray.
Do I have the stamina to do this?
The spirit is willing, but the body is weak and fleshy.
What are we thinking? What are we thinking? Stamina, resolve?
Resolve composure. Like, can you perform boners? It's never a question of stamina. Like, you're technically uninjured. You're just your brain. Do you have the brain juice? You do not fall asleep in her lap, I suppose.
Yes, you get a point of willpower for sleeping.
Yep, also you will gain a point of willpower for, like, that fucking sweetness of just completing all of this shit. Good fucking job.
I will mention to her that it's been a long day, but I will satisfy her.
She'll give you an "aw shucks" and just insist, "You lie down, I'll handle the heavy lifting."
It's fine by me.
You, thankfully, with your 2 successes, you do not fall asleep face deep in her lap. It's just like, oh yeah, I'm so Oh.
And if you can get the right snoring and the right like lip
yeah, she just spends the next like 10 minutes just trying to find the right position while you snore into her crotch. Like, it's not, maybe just squirming.
Oh, there we go.
And then you yawn.
Is that drool?
I don't know if I'm having a good time or if she's just dribbling. No!
I think that counts as rape.
It does. Well, I don't know. Does it count as rape if you started with all of the best intentions?
I think so.
I think it's still. It probably falls into the technicalities of it. Yes.
It's weird.
Yeah.
But if you're in a consenting relationship, whatever the fuck,
Yeah.
Whatever.
What happened? We fell asleep. I don't even think we finished that sex we started. We had sex. Fuck. Okay, so yes, and then the walls rattle with the sound of snoring. And all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even Weir Mouse. And last of all, Timothy Lee.
So, Lady Countess, are you to retire for the evening?
I will probably do that. I might find some kind of like tasty elder to take a little munch on. Burned quite a lot of vitae. One of those guys was just refusing to die. And also my handmaiden here could probably use a snack. She gives you a very tired nod.
Very well. Do you wish for an escort? Or...
She considers for a moment. I shouldn't think we need one in particular. What are your plans then, Mr. Lee? Because I can't help but notice that you got up to some strange business in the fight with them. Admittedly, I don't remember most things. It didn't feel like that's what I remember your kind being able to do. I don't know though. Admittedly, could be wrong. She looks to the handmaiden and she shrugs.
My power has grown dramatically in these past few days. Shadows that once lived but now die, they respond quite differently to those that have never lived at all, and well, the new experience has invigorated me somewhat.
Hmm. Well, there always was a bit of a classic that, a good fight will generally refine a slightly dull blade. She pulls out her kukri and, like, flips it over. I'm glad this thing cuts through shadow as it should, but, I don't know. I'm definitely out of practice with it. She'll flip it back again. You didn't even see her get it out in the first place, and then it's just not in her hands again afterwards.
Perhaps, my lady, we may pass a day or two with sparring sometime.
Hmm. She considers it. But I wouldn't want to destroy you.
I'm a little hardier than I look, but I appreciate the consideration.
Yeah. You see, I saw you doing the whole rapier thing, and she does a whippy swing with her hand idly. I'm more of the sort of leap on their chest and start tearing vital things out until they don't have, working bits and pieces anymore. It's not exactly spa friendly so much as you just sort of have to get your eye back in for it again, and I'm a few millennia out of practice.
Very well.
I was trying to consider how would a spar against her go. It's like on guard, and then she just fucking does the fucking deadly child pounce and starts trying to tear out your jugular with a knife and teeth. Like, that's not a spar. That's just pretend murder, or actually just murder. I'm not actually quite sure either how long our little no harm oath thing lasts. I might have to look into it with that werewolf again. I mean, if
As
it's
long as they're
permanent.
hunting tricks, right?
It was, that's
Yep.
right, yeah. The last of them will be out of town soon.
During the hunt and a day afterwards.
Okay. In which case. Yeah. Still, I've never known werewolves to get along particularly well with the kindred. And maybe I never got. Did I? She pauses as though she were about to recount something and then it just sort of slips away. Shit, it's so very annoying when you know you've got valid, relevant memories, but they just aren't there. Shakes her head idly.
I would imagine that to be so, yes.
Yeah, should the opportunity come by for you, sleep often. But in short bursts of maybe a couple 100 years at a time.
I thank you for the advice.
Nods sagely. Definitely don't sleep for a few millennia. Yep. Eventually you will arrive back at the Elysium. The Countess will hop out ahead of you after the handmaiden holds the door for her. Yeah, she didn't have access to that, Claire.
Oh, the Agonices didn't even exist back then.
There would have been a facsimile, they wouldn't have been. It wouldn't have had a name. It would have just been, "Hey, did you know that there's a kindred who can make people not forget all their shit?"
So, Tim will get out and let his phone.
And what? Sorry.
Pull out his phone
Okay.
and send a text to Rose.
Yeah. I don't know when someone would get to that.
The owls are dead. The city is safe. You may return if you still wish to. As far as I am aware, no. As far as I am aware, no one associated with you is harmed, save for Zaya's death, but of that you are already aware.
There's someone at the door. Hang on.
No problem. Actually about to
You are
approach Rav
no
a bit.
response.
No response.
Or Rose replies, okay, and she shows up next session. Rose quest over.
No! But I wanted to play a Geist.
I'm back.
Welcome back. And now that you are back, I believe now is a particularly good time for us to call this session to a close.
Are you sure? I kind of wanted to get at least started on asking Kara where Rose was, so the next session isn't like half an hour of RP trying to get that done.
Next session isn't gonna be until
It's
gonna be Rose Quest. So
Next session starts Rose Quest. Okay.
yeah, the next Vamp game is Rose Quest.
Oh, I didn't
So
know we
they'll-
were immediately jumping into it. Cool.
Yeah, and then that'll be like jumping back in
Well, I
time
mean,
anyway.
you guys
so.
are pursuing Rose now, so
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if there was gonna be downtime or a time skip before that.
No, I want Rose Quest wrapped up before we do any time skippy stuff. Because we can use the then like a couple of months leading up to the Prince's Awakening to introduce Rem as well.
we need
Alright.
Rose needs to be around for time skip so she can,
Yeah,
do her thievery thing.
All right. Sorry, my mistake.
that's okay.
What about introducing Old Man Jenkins the 24th?
If you're willing
Are you
to
gonna make
jump,
your
if you're
character?
gonna make your fucking character and join it.
I'm going to try.
Hooray!
Woohoo!
I'm the only thing is I've forgotten so much of the fucking rules. I am not looking forward to relearning them all.
Just don't make a
Well, we
fighter and
get
it'll
to
be
help
fine. It'll be a talkie game.
So make a fighter.
No. No.
You didn't learn the first time.
Didn't learn the
You were
first time. Another monster rips off your fucking limbs and kills you.
Well,
Fag
And
drag.
the first time we were a little hazy on the rules as well.
That too, yes.
First time was hazy on the rules, bad luck in a fight that wasn't even mine.
There was a lot of reasons. Regardless.
Like
If you go...
vampires taking bashing from literally everything.
Yes.
Just spending Vitae to heal yourself reflexively.
Alright, motherfuckers. I was trying to do a wrap up. Jesus.
I'm just saying.
I know, but it's also... I was mid-sentence before this fucking tangent as well.
Are you
I'm
just
just
Super
Super
Saiyan?
Saiyan.
That is a pretty good title. Return of the Salt and the Rose. Regardless, yes. Is there anything else that your
Salty
characters
as bread.
would like to super especially do before we call the session to a close? It is indeed going to be Rose Quest next session.
Yes. Nope, I'm good. I did everything for that night. I'm fairly certain I'm up, like, very wearily trying to write a paper before I realize I've been shooting at things for 3 days. I need to lie down now.
Yep. And Kara went for sleep and sex.
Besides, it looks like Ramil might be making a combat character.
Rem is making
No.
is making a character.
Oh,
No, it's not a combat character. He just has Nightmare and Obfuscate. But anyways, he can tell you afterwards.
Damn Nazis.
Yeah, whatever. And Timothy, you've managed to return to the Elysium. It is very busy. Let's see here. The aftermath of your actions are not yet known. Like, it has not been made obvious that, by the way, there was maybe a little bit of a Strixpolgrim that just went on.
Yeah, I would want to tell the bartender what has happened successfully.
Yeah. she sees you return and is like, and presumably this is with good news, and then you inform her, she's like, oh, it is good news. It's a relief. Then there is no doubt a little bit of talking, political maneuvering before she's interrupted by the Countess, who is just like, hungry. Is just how she words it. Like, does the open hands animate, like, just animated movements. Just, I am very hungry. Like, of course, we'll see to food. And then they will go off to the study, in fact. Different direction to where you go for your own room. Your child is doing quite well within the Elysium. Has managed to dip into a number of conversations quite well. There are already some people who think he is a pretentious dickhole. And I mean, they would be right, but they, again, all of them are, because they're all vampire elders, and he's just like, I'm young and charming, and I've been here for, I know what current technology is, and who the people are around here, and they were like, well, we're old and important. So that's kind of how he's dealing with his social situations.
Huh? What?
What do you mean, how what?
I heard DCL.
No, you didn't. You imagined it. There was no word DCL said. There was dealing with situations.
Fair enough.
Cool. And with that, let's see what aspirations everyone scored up. Alright, Kara, deal with the owl situation. You score it. That is 6 beats.
God damn right.
Eliminate those using werewolf blood. Still got a plus in it, not changed. Sleep for an entire day, hasn't gotten anything scored.
What? I'm gonna sleep now. I'm sleeping for an entire day right now.
Alright, yeah, okay. 2. Next
That means, overall today, I got 2 XP.
Sweet.
2 XP for Rose.
Kara.
Doesn't Rose get come back with more XP?
We'll see how Rose Quest goes. Mazendi wipes episodes free of the strict.
Not coming back.
Well, I mean, she'll become a character in setting.
True.
No one disappears forever. I mean, Joseph exists in setting. He's just an NPC, as does his pack, a surveillance specialist group. Regardless, there's 6 beats for wiping some episode free of the Strix. 4 beats, survive the revelation of your new nature to the werewolves.
And 2 for intercession.
And 2 for intercession, yep.
So I move on to a neat 3 experience.
Dope. Stree, purge the Strix. Immediately scored 2. End of session 2.
Yee.
And there's 4 total. And that's our aspirations wrapped up. It feels a lot quicker when we're down 2 players. Oh well.
Hello.
Hi.
Hang on.
Give it a moment. And thank you very much for playing, you guys. I hope you enjoyed yourselves.
Yeah, a lot
Thank
of
you
fun.
for running it. It's awesome.
Hopefully it'll be a long while before there's any more combat again.
Let's hope.
Who knows?
Well, I mean, if there's fighting in Rose Quest, it's cool. I got a guy who's ready for it.
Alright, so I'll make sure to make my character a dual gun wielder who's also specialized in C. No, I'm joking.
We wield 3 guns.
3 guns, yeah, obviously. 2
This
gun in
Al
each
Thor
hand,
style.
and yeah, you're Zoro of the 3 guns. You managed to do, like, you have to do like the tongue trigger, which is probably fucking lewd as shit. Like firing a gun on a hair trigger, and also terrible tinnitus.
Any time you kiss somebody, you're just like, yeah, gunpowder ready to do. Yeah,
No, anytime you kiss someone, it fucking sprains their jaw.
It tastes like gunpowder, but damn, does he work a good tongue?
No, that does injuries. You don't want to try and sit on his face. You will actually get like just torsion. Oh, sweet fucking Christ! This is a mouth used to recoil. God damn it! And if you're watching in the stream or you're watching in the VODs, I hope you have yourselves a lovely and fucking good time, and do take care.
Bye, stream.